What is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday and welcome to the Closers Lab Experience. I'm Max Jimenez, your host, and obviously we got the crew, Daniel and Alexis, which Daniel will be joining me here in a little bit. But I appreciate everyone for joining us. Thank you for always supporting the show. As you guys are jumping on, as you're jumping on, and as you're joining us, put in the chat where you're joining, where you're tuning in from, where you're watching from, so that way we can give you a shout out. And then that way, let everyone know how they can collaborate with you as well. So extremely excited. Obviously, it is the middle of the week, kind of a weird week, but it was good. It was good, and I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. I know I did. I know the fellas did as well too. So I'm gonna bring Daniel on without further ado. So here we go. What's up, Daniel?
What's up, brother?
How you doing, bro?
Doing great, brother. Doing great.
Let's
Doing
go.
blessed. Got another day
Still
to make
said, is this live or pre-recorded?
This is live. Ask another question. This is live.
Ah. I'm just kidding. It's live. Francisco, what's going on? Yo. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is a live, exactly. So how you doing, bro? How was your 4th of July?
It was great, brother. It was great. I agree with you. It was a little bit threw me off as well, just because we had our meeting on over the weekend, and then we connected again Monday, but yesterday we didn't. So
we've been drinking out of a fire hose, bro, with everything that's going on. Like,
but I mean, you have to, though. You have to, like that. Time managing time is really important. So, we try to stay productive as much as we can, and
absolutely,
and move the ball forward.
Absolutely. Everyone, welcome. And this is a live show. Just remember, share this with one person that that needs to be on here. We're going to make some calls here in a little bit. We're going to start our morning like we always do. Comment in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you joining us from? We'll give you a shout out. That way you can connect with other individuals, collaborate. That way it gives us a sense of, put some what is it called, human side of things. So so bro, yesterday was again, I'm with you, man. Like this whole week has been a little interesting, right? And we've been drinking out of a fire hose here as we're trying to get organized and trying to make things happen. So but that's the way it is. Sometimes you have to do that, and then basically the main thing is to always keep moving forward, right? Like things can happen and things can get off track for a little bit, but the main thing is keep moving forward with the plan. So Claudio, what's going on, brother? He says, what's up? Keep up the good work. Half a year left to 23. Yes, half a year left, man. I think great perspective on that. So it's not, and I look at it two ways, right? Half a year left, but to what? To be able to execute your goals, to be able to get, do what you need to do. Which is amazing, by the way. Thank you for that. So, man. So, Daniel, I'm gonna ask you, brother, like I always do, what you want to share with the people. What's one win professionally, one win personally for you?
Yeah. Starting, personally, I also wanted to share on the same note what we were just talking about, like with all this change. I was watching a video with Miles Monroe. And he was talking about how there's two things that we have control over: is time and change.
Right.
So it comes with, just you wanting to change. So even if holidays are coming up, like it really doesn't matter. Like you just got to be consistent. Like if you really want it, you got to understand that, change is going to be uncomfortable sometimes, but that's what allows us to get better. And move forward and become 1% better every day. So I got to say that's been a personal win for me, just being more intentional with time, and always just reflecting and adjusting. Professionally, I got to say, just being with community, being with like-minded people, working with you, working with Alexis it's been great from the very beginning. So we're constantly reflecting, constantly adjusting. So I got to say, like, just, taking that, those two things and applying it to both personal and professionally has been a huge win for me. Just, being intentional with time and change.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I love that. I think that that's always good to, take gets perspective on what you're doing and where you're at, right? So that's why I like to talk about this and share this with people, because a lot of people don't realize how important it is to do this, right? Like really talk about, even if the wins are small. And one thing I heard, and it's weird because it's always like it's either a reminder or it's always like, uh, and I guess it's the same thing. It's always a reminder or don't forget, right? Which is the same thing, is the gratitude, right? And
Yeah.
so, and being great, like you may not have it all together and you may not have it all figured out, but you got to have gratitude, right? You got to be grateful for it. And
Mhm.
so I've heard that multiple times already over the past couple of days. And so this is what this does, right? You talk about, your personal win and your personal and professional win, and it's almost like a gratitude moment, right? Because of it, so you can combine both of them. But definitely, for me professionally, likewise, the same thing. I love everything that's going on. I think, again, there are always things that are going to be need to get better, but it's always moving forward. We
Yeah.
need progress, right? Not perfection. We're
Mhm.
not looking for perfection.
Right.
We're looking for progress. And so that's a win for me, is that we continue to move forward, even though there might be some things that we need to correct or fix. And then personally, man, I had a really good time to yesterday, just relax a little bit and clear my thoughts. I
Mhm.
worked a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw your calendars going crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm always messing with my calendar, man. I'm
Yeah.
always trying to make sure that I'm
Yep.
optimizing my
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
here's what I do is I actually, what's crazy. I'll just share this a little bit with you. Is I look at the white spaces that I have, and
Yeah.
then I box them out. And then what I do is I go in and then I count those hours. So
Mhm.
like yesterday, I counted. I have 11 and a half hours available for the week, which is a lot,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mhm.
And then I look at, like, okay, so if I have 11 and a half hours between Monday and Friday, what do I need to be focusing on those 11 and a half hours on,
Mhm.
right? And then so I start to deviate, and I didn't get to finish, so I need to finish on working on that today, because that's going to be for the next 30 days. So I'm like, okay, dedicate 3 hours to this, dedicate 1 hour to this, dedicate 2 hours to that.
Yeah.
And that's the way I always analyze my calendar. Like if I see there's a blank space, I fill it in, and then it'll just say new event. I won't put nothing on there, right? And then I'll go back and click on it, and it says this is an hour and a half, and I start thinking, like, hour and a half. Okay, what can I do in that hour and a half?
Mhm.
Right, so that way it's not a just a space with nothing in it. And so I don't know if you ever done that before, but that's something that I suggest people to do,
Yeah.
because it'll help you to analyze the calendar just a little bit better.
Yeah, I love that. No, I love that. And yeah, ever since me and Alexis we partnered up and we started working together, he's been the one who's really been heavy on the calendars, and that just rubbed off on me. And
Nice.
just being able to, zoom out, reflect, and just be more intentional with time. And time management is important. So
Yep.
that's great, brother. I love that.
Absolutely, brother. Cool. What are you looking forward to today, bro?
Looking forward to these calls. Looking forward to getting a contract
Let's
and
go.
just serving people and helping people out. So
Heck
that's
yeah.
the beautiful thing about this business is, every day is different, and we don't know what to expect, and it's just great. Love it.
Absolutely. Likewise, man. I'm looking forward to these calls. Solve some seller problems, and lock up some deals. Show people how to actually have high level conversations, not just call and make blind offers
Yeah.
and
Yep.
talk random stuff. Like actually conversations that move the sale forward, right?
Yeah.
And I think you guys know this. Like I've preached that a lot. Like I'm always looking for how to improve and show people, how to have, actual conversations that move the sale forward by
Mhm.
asking the right questions, by positioning yourself, by by what is it called, by moving forward, right? Like with the right questions and the strategic questions. So but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Super excited. We're gonna try something different today. I'm hoping it works out. Cross our fingers. This is a live show, so we are, remember, there's always technicals. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen really quick, and we're going to share. You already know, bro. Here we go. Can you see that?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So yesterday's evaluation, which in this case was Monday. So how did we rate Monday? Was 1 to 10, 9, because we're consistently reflecting and adjusting, right? I think that I love that because it's not always perfect, right? But again, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for, again, progress, right? We didn't hit all our targets. We're still implementing changes to become more efficient. This is something that a lot of people lose track of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so what happened is that what happens is, going back to what we're saying, and the theme of this is that if you're making progress, you're winning. No matter if you're not hitting your targets, all of your targets, like we should be at some point. The goal is to hit all the targets, but if you're making progress, like that is what the goal should always be, right? Is to make sure that you're moving forward. That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Yep. Lessons learned, gain experience. Always zoom out and reflect on changes, improvements that can be made to become more efficient. Absolutely. I think that's a lesson that you're always going to be, learning,
Yeah.
especially as you start to go from like level 1, 1.5, 1 3/4, level 2.5, right? Like
Yeah, definitely.
those are things that you need to, that definitely need to have perspective on. You
Mhm.
want to do the affirmations?
Yeah. So our affirmations for today are, the first one is, I am attuned to the abundance of success. The second one is, I am capable of attracting daily abundance. And the last one is, I am grateful for the money I have and the money that's on the way.
Let's
Is it
go. I
simple?
love that. I love that. It's a really great perspective, man.
Yep.
Um, Today's action plan: provide solutions and serve, which is the what, how, intentionally plan and take action, who, individuals seeking to help or desire to grow. I love that.
Mhm.
That's awesome. That's awesome plan. Standards: plan and take action. Like that's really,
Mhm.
again, you guys remember on the PASS system, right? Which is plan, attitude, and strategy.
Mhm.
It's That's really what it is, right? It's
Yeah.
planning, taking action. So today's targets are 15 contacts. Out of the 15 contacts, we're looking to have 12 conversations. Out of that 12 conversations, we're looking to generate 9 prospects, make 6 offers. Our goal is to get 2 contracts. And again, this includes the whole day. This is not just for the window of the calling session, right? I want people to understand that, because even after we get off the call session, I don't think most people realize, but either you or myself, we're still making calls, or Alexis, right? Like the
Right.
day
Yep.
doesn't stop. And then, we're looking forward to, generate 3 hot follow-ups. So I love it, man. This is good stuff. I think this is, let me see how I can actually stop. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I have to share my screen for some reason so I can. Let me go back to window. There we go. Okay. Claudio said, I'm looking forward to the follow up with the lady needing sub 2 that wanted her mother on the phone to speak. That one called right back. The one that called right back and rescheduled today. Oh, yes. Let me pull that up here. I think that one was at 12, right? I believe.
Let me see.
Let me take a look. All right. Pulling it up right now. I think that one's in our podio, bro. Bailey, right? I think that was the name.
Bailey. Yeah, Bailey and yep. Yeah. Yeah, actually that one she's set up for right now. So we can
There it is. Okay, I just found
set
it.
up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they're 2 hour difference, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go, man. We got a hot one right off the bat. All right, let's see. Let's give her a call, see what's up. Let's see if all right. Got it. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate it. All right. Just gonna call her. Okay. I think I called her from the primary Phoenix number, right? There it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello.
Hello, Bailey.
Yes.
Hey, Bailey, it's Max. I was calling you because you and I spoke on Monday about the property over at Belfast.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had an appointment scheduled today. I guess you were going to be with your mom and see if we can talk about the different options to potentially, buy the property. Okay, perfect. Is your mom there as well?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. So let me pull up the information, make sure I have everything in front of me. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let's take a look. Okay. So now that I have you guys both on the phone, and hello, Amanda, by the way, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Max. I don't know if it was referenced or not, but so I appreciate that. Yeah, I was speaking with Bailey because I know that the information was filled out on our website, and we talked a little bit about the goals that that you were guys trying to accomplish and everything. And one of the things that I mentioned to Bailey on Monday was that unfortunately for the one lump sum, we were going to be too far apart, and I just didn't want to. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to make an offer because of what's owed currently on the property. So one of the things I mentioned was that there is a possibility, another way where we could buy the property for, to give you guys what you're looking for. And she said that you would be open to have that conversation, but she wanted you to be on the phone too in case there's any questions. Okay, and I'm just catching you up to speed here. And so basically, the way that would work is because I know. And correct me if I'm wrong, Bailey. The balance on this was 184,000 on the property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. And then just ballpark, what is the monthly payment that's being made on that?
It's $1,075 a month.
Okay, 1,075 a month. Okay, perfect. All right. And I'm assuming that covers your taxes and insurance as well.
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay, perfect. I know sometimes it doesn't. That's why I wanted to ask just to make sure, verify that. Okay. So 184,075 a month. So the way, and again, this is all going to be dependent on immediate cash need and all that stuff, right? Because I know Bailey had some goals as far as what trying to accomplish. I know the one thing that we were thinking about is selling the property for what was worth. So what we've done in the past when we've had other sellers where either they owe close to what the property's worth or potentially more, something we've done in the past is where we come in and what we do is we just basically would buy the property off of them. And what would happen is what they did for us, because we were able to give them what they're asking, we would just essentially continue making those payments. So for example, the 1,075 that you're making now. So I'll give you an example, like with one of our previous seller, Bobby. She was paying, I think she was paying like $800 a month, and that covered the taxes and insurance. But because Bobby had a loan that was close to what the property was worth, couldn't continue making the payments anymore. So Bobby let us continue making those $800 a month payment. And that's what I was explaining that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, is the way I can give you what is owed on there, potential a little bit more, is where we come in and we continue making those payments, and we would own
For
the
30
property.
years?
So
You
that
make the payments for 30 years?
So again, the timeline, as far as what you would feel comfortable giving us by doing that, depends on what, how long that you would feel comfortable. I know some sellers have done 10 years in the past. I know Bobby did, 15 years for us. So it all depends, what you guys would feel comfortable giving me to continue making the payments.
So you make the payments, in all, you will make the payments till you get to a point where there's enough equity in it that you can buy it for what's left owed on it?
Yeah. So the way that would look like is, let's say that this is just throwing stuff out there, right? We buy it for what it's owed, right? We continue making the payments, and you say, you know what, Max, I don't want to do 30 years, but I want to do 15 years, right? I want this out of my name. And again, this is just an example. So what we would do is we would continue making the $1,075 a month payment. And let's say in year 5, we find out that this property, it went up a little bit in value. So we would either try to refinance you or cash you out by us selling the property. Now, if it doesn't go up in value in year 5, then we still have that window, right, of 15 years, which in most cases, 5 to 10 years, the property is obviously going to go up in value. You just have to wait a little longer. But yeah, to answer your question, that definitely is what we're looking to do. If, once it goes up in value, whether refinance it or even sell it.
What do? You rent it out at that time during that 5 years or 10 years or whatever time frames?
Yeah, so we're a full real estate solutions company. So we have different ways that we can we have different ways that we work with the properties. So one way would be to pull a full-time renter in there. The second thing is that we have a program where we actually have traveling nurses that would come in and stay in the property as well. By, it's more of a midterm, so they don't stay there for the full month, but we're not relying on them to make the mortgage payment. It's us that's making the mortgage payment, and then they will pay us, right? So we don't rely on any renter or any tenant to continue making the mortgage payment.
Who cares for the property, if they come in and they mess it up?
So that's the beautiful thing about it. Once we put this once the transaction is done, you guys don't have to worry about the maintenance, the taxes, insurance, or anything. We actually will take care of that. That's something that Bobby, the story I just told you about, loved about that, because even though the loan was still in her name, we were the ones that we're the ones that are taking care of the property, maintenance, and anything that needs to be done.
And there would be something for her to show the bank that she's not having, even though it's in her name, that she's not having to make that payment.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about it. So
then she would still be able to get another home loan.
Yeah. So with Bobby, what we did is, because she had the same concern. So what we did is, what we do is, we don't actually pay Bailey directly, or even the mortgage, the mortgage company. So we set up what we call a servicing company, and then that servicing company keeps track. So basically, they create statements, and then they pay the mortgage company. So when Bailey goes to a loan officer, right, to ask for a loan, we now have a track record because of the servicing company showing where the mortgage is being paid out of. So it won't impact her debt to income ratio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you all really get out of this?
Well,
it seems almost too good to be true.
No, and that's a fair concern. Obviously, right? So So a couple of things, when someone asks me that question, there's always different answers to that. But the one thing that I always tell people that have asked me that question is, well, we get to buy a property without actually having to go get a loan, correct? And you have to remember,
Right.
like, when we go out and buy these properties, we either have to pay cash or we have to get financing. But the thing that helps us here is that we don't have to go out and get a loan, to buy a property, because, in this case, we are having the sellers allowing us to just continue making the payments. In the case where there's no mortgage, the sellers would be the bank that we'd make the payment to. But in this case, we don't have to because there's a loan there already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is there in the contract, is it written that, if something happens and you default on payments, or that the property comes back to Bailey, or, how is she covered in case something happens and you all stop making payments on it or don't buy it at the end of the 10 years or whatever?
Yeah, no, that's, again, fair concern. I always get asked that as well. So the beautiful thing about this is, remember the servicing company that I just mentioned earlier? So again, let's pretend the last thing we don't want to do is make the payment. We're not in the business of doing that. But going back to that servicing company, that's the reason why we put that in place, is twofold. So reason number one is to show that, Bailey's not making the payments, we are, so that way it doesn't impact her debt to income ratio. And then the second reason is that if they don't see a payment from Max on the first, like, say, they will actually activate and basically will start the process of giving the property back to Bailey. So it's not like a regular process. Yeah.
Yeah. And all that's written into a contract.
Correct. Yep. Everything's put in writing. We don't do handshakes or anything like that. We actually use a title company as well too, to make sure that we that everything's kosher and it stays within the legalities
Who
of it.
pays those fees? Does Bailey have to pay those fees?
In this case, what we would do is we would actually, because we don't, Bailey's going to sell the property to us, for what is owed. We would actually take care of the closing costs for her.
Okay.
Yeah. All the closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, but those are the great questions, right? I think they're very, fair concerns and stuff. But again, like I said,
there's some maintenance things that we still have to do at the house to get it, completely ready. We're replacing the flooring in her kitchen, so we have to do that first. And then a couple places on the wall we need to fix, repair, sheetrock, where we put up the closet shelving and stuff.
Okay.
So once we get those things done, then we call you all and you come in and inspect the property, or what's the next step? So
there's two things are going to happen. So number one is I need to get with my underwriting team. If you guys, this is something that you feel comfortable doing, because we also have to verify to make sure that, a few things on our end, as far as because I didn't have the payment before, and I didn't have like the I don't have what's actually owed. So I would need to see if you guys, if either Bailey or yourself can send me a mortgage statement, just so we have all the accurate numbers. And then the next step would be to go out and look at the property just to make sure. And maybe we don't even have to do the flooring or any of that. If we see like, hey, this could be rent ready, but the next step would be to go out and look at the property so we can make sure that it's, everything that you guys say it's kosher and it's up to par.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if we send you a copy of the mortgage statement, it's not going to have the actual payoff on it. Do you need me to get a payoff quote?
No, I don't. I just need, I think you should have something from last month. Maybe it doesn't have, if you have that one, that'll help, just so we can have accurate numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we're not paying off the mortgage. We mostly need the data for the payment and interest rate and all that information.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this sounds good, and I'd like to talk to our person that helped us with the original loan and everything, just to, get their opinion on it and on the next steps for her, to make sure it's not going to be an issue with her moving forward with what she's wanting to do for another house.
Correct.
So I can go ahead and send you the mortgage statement if you'd like, and then you could be talking to your underwriters to get next steps or whatever, and then we can go from there. Is that what we need to do? Do you have anything like
so
a couple for me?
So that's what I was gonna that's what I was gonna say. So a couple of things, and I'm not opposed. At the end of the day, you have to do what you feel comfortable with. I know a lot of lenders and realtors typically don't know about don't know the ins and out about this, but you can definitely ask. But I love to, if they have an email, we can put some together where how the structure would be, as far as like everything that we talked about today. So that way you at least have something in your hand that you can actually talk them to about it. Because I know in my experience in the past, and it's always been an issue. And again, I'm not here to say that you don't go out and do that, but just be aware that a lot of people don't know about what we're doing here as far as continue making the payments. And I think you should talk to two people. You should actually talk to that person and a title company. And because the reason I say that is because title companies are more knowledgeable about this than most lenders. But it's okay. Talk to that person, and then also talk to the title company, because title companies are the ones who actually drop the paperwork and know the process for this. So that way you get a little bit more in depth of how this process works.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he works closely, and the realtor that she used when she bought the property, I'll work closely with a title company, so we can chat with them as well.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, no problem. So what I'll do is
I can get you the email.
Okay. Yeah, text it to me. And I think I have Bailey's email. Let me look here. So I have her email. If you want to text me the second email, and then we'll put something in writing, or we'll put all this in writing that we talked about today. I do want to ask if there's any questions that come up when you are talking to these third parties that you're going to be speaking with. Can you give me a call just that way I can answer any questions that they might have? Because like I said, the last thing I want is, if somebody's confused or maybe they're not understanding what's happening, I definitely would love to be available to talk about it.
Okay. All right. And she's talked to a couple of different companies. Can you remind me which one you're with?
Easy Home Buyers.
Easy Home Buyers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it went on our website. Okay. That's our website. And then that way I can put on the calendar, because I like to, I'm going to talk to my underwriting team, and I like to get them on the next steps. When is this going to happen, this conversation with these individuals?
Well, I'll reach out to them today and see when they can, meet with us and talk.
Okay.
So I would say, hopefully by next Tuesday, because then we're going to be out of town for a few days.
Okay. So when should I put on my calendar to call you back?
Can you put down for next Tuesday if you haven't heard from us before then? You may hear from us, when we may have to call you whenever we meet with them.
Okay, that makes sense. And again, and if you have from now to, let's say from now to the end of the week, if you have a date that you're actually going to, let's say that you guys do select, or they do give you a date to talk, you can shoot me a text and say, hey, Max, we're going to talk to them on Thursday at 11 o'clock. Would you be available for that time? That way I can respond to you and say, yeah, that works for me, if you need me to get on the phone, if they have any questions. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, that sounds great. Perfect, Amanda. Well, I appreciate the conversation. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Let's go.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Solid call.
It's good conversation, bro. I think there's a couple of things here why I didn't push this anymore was because of the when I saw you put the payment, bro, I was like, wait a minute. So it's $1,200 a month compared to $1,075.
You're talking about the rents, right?
The rents, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's a 3-1, right?
It's I thought it was a 2-1. Yeah, I have a 2-1 on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, the house it's not that big. It's like 950 square feet.
Yeah. So the only thing I think we can do here, bro, is our exit strategy would be to sell this on a wrap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it looks if the photos that I'm seeing right now are accurate, then it doesn't look like it needs a lot of work.
And it would be, and obviously it would be to an end buyer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We just need to look at that mortgage statement
yeah.
to confirm
Once I get
that.
that mortgage statement, that way they can, we can make a better decision. So
Right.
hopefully they got a fixed rate, and things like that. So
Okay. I got the notes updated on our end, and I'm gonna just copy and paste on lunch.
Claudia said, I'm looking. Oh, we already got that one. Claudia said, that's a deal. Yeah, we're looking to. We'll hope so, man. That was a great combo.
Yep.
Keep in mind that with the mortgage being paid monthly by us, actually benefits your credit, reflects positively on your score. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't get a chance to talk to her about that, but definitely that's a benefit. When the Tony breaks, I don't call Chase Bank.
Mhm.
Jermaine said, great call and report building, getting the seller to trust you. Absolutely. Will you pay the property taxes also? Do you mean like on the sell, like once we sell it? So because in this case, we're just taking over we're yes, in this case, yes, because we're going to take over the property for exactly what she owes, right? We're not bringing any money in or anything. So, um, let her know. Most people, yep, I did that. Yep, you're absolutely right about that, because most people aren't familiar with the way this process works. So said, boom, solid call. I appreciate you, man.
Mhm.
So I guess we just put it, bro, for follow-up. I think she just texted right now. Let me take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, I updated that on our end
Okay.
and on lunch as well.
I'm texting her back right now.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me know when you're ready to hop on that next call, brother.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Ready.
Ready, Freddie?
Yep.
All
Looks
right.
like we got Lori, right?
Yeah, Lori.
Okay. Yep.
Lori. All right, let's see.
Alexa said Lori's a contract.
Oh, that's right. Lori sounds like a contrato.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna see. Let me know if you can hear this. What in the world? I thought on launch your leads was click to dial, bro. Am I missing something here?
Um, it's kind of like click to dial.
You have to still paste it?
Yeah, you still have to paste it.
No way.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can you hear that? Okay. Put in the chat if you can hear that ring. And me.
I'll see you as soon as I can. Have a great
Back to back. That ring was kind of weird.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, Lori, it's Max. I was calling about your property over on Monroe Street because. All right. So no answer. Let's go ahead and put that in the notes, brother.
Yep. Gotcha. All right. Now we got
Gloria.
Gloria.
Gloria. Nice property.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's give her a call.
Idaho.
Huh?
It's Idaho.
Somebody.
Hi, good morning. This is Naomi with the Signal Buyer. I'm looking for Gloria. Speaking. So tell me, have you listed this property?
Oh, that was the lead manager, bro.
Yeah.
The follow up. Okay, got it. I was confused. I was like, I forgot we're on the 5th.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let me give her a call back.
Hello?
Hello, Gloria.
Yep.
Hey, Gloria, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had filled out your information on our website about selling that property over at Tanja Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was calling just to follow through, on the information. I know you provided some information for us. Just want to fill in the gaps. Is it okay if I ask you a few follow-through questions?
I already spoke to someone.
What time was that? Because I had you scheduled for a call back today.
No, I never said to call back. I spoke to someone on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and she got all the information, like rooms, updates, upgrades, anything like that.
Oh yeah, you spoke to, that was our follow-up specialist. I have all that information. I just wanted to follow through on that, and I know again the notes don't always tell the whole story on here. That's why I ask if it's okay to ask some follow-through questions.
What other questions would you need?
Did I catch you at a bad time?
No. What other questions is there?
Okay. Do you have like 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just verify the property. Just to verify what I have here on file is the property's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Got it. And then is this a one thing I don't see on here? Maybe they did. Let me take a look because I don't want to ask the same questions again. And is this a rental property or your primary residence?
Primary residence.
Primary. Okay, so you're currently staying there. All right, perfect. And then when you go to sell this, not necessarily to me, but when you decide to go with someone, is there anyone else that's going to have an input on the sale of the property?
I think that's one of the questions they asked me, and I said, yeah, my husband's on the title as well.
Well, usually, I don't know if there's going to be like someone that you need to, consult with, like an attorney or a real estate agent, before you sign anything. Okay.
No.
All right.
I told him I didn't have an agent.
Okay.
Nothing listed.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm assuming you're looking to get this done, like by the end of the year or something?
No. They asked me that was part of the question too, and I said I'm not in any rush, but if we were to sell it, that would be fine as well.
So,
I don't have a set time frame.
what would be the separator if you were to sell it? You're not in a rush, or sell it ASAP. What would make that change?
If the price is right.
Okay, no problem. That's fair. When you say the price is right, what are you thinking?
I mean, I have an appraisal done on it, so I know what it's worth and valued at.
Which is?
It was in the 500.
Okay. And are you looking to get what the appraised value came in at?
Close to that, yeah.
Close to that?
Correct.
Okay. And
so I'm not in any rush in the sense if I were to get, an offer like in the 400, low 400, then no, I'm not going to sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
no.
the price is right, then I'd be motivated to sell it. But if I'm going to be losing, like $100,000 or close to that, then no, there's no rush for me to sell.
Makes sense. No, makes sense, and that's fair. And this is why I wanted to follow through on this, because we can never, like that right there, we would never known, right, without you really, especially with me, because I'm ultimately, trying to figure out if the next step would be to move this to underwriting. But one of the things I know in the past, people that sold to us either sell to us because they want a specific day to close. I know some of them are in financial situation, not all of them, but most of them sell to us because the property needs a lot of repairs. But it sounds like none of those apply to you.
No.
Okay.
No, we've done every repair that there needs to be done to it. There's nothing else that we just it's all been done in the last.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So
yeah.
That's where I'm like, if I get the right cash, I can go buy another one cash.
Okay.
If I don't get what it's worth, then I'm not in any rush to move anyway. I mean, the house doesn't need anything, and I'm not moving because I'm in a financial pinch or anything like that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Have you thought about listing the property with the real estate agent at all, since you got an appraisal already?
Yeah, I already got an appraisal to kind of see what the house is worth, but I do have an agent that I've been kind of just asking questions. I don't have anything set with that particular agent. She hasn't came to look at the house or anything like that. She's kind of just waiting on me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, we've considered going that route as well.
Got it. So it sounds to me like you already have an agent you love working with.
I wouldn't really say that. I've been someone that I've been talking to. I'm not really sure what kind of experience or background she has yet.
I see. Okay.
So it's kind of just someone that I know, but no one that I've actually.
Right. Okay. I see. That makes sense. It's just somebody you've been chatting with or something. So I'm assuming you would be open to potentially other suggestions from other agents. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like I said,
Okay.
I don't know if I decide to do that route and just list it and do the 30 to 60 day closing and all of that.
I always recommend that to sellers, because that's where you're going. If you have the time, you potentially have the money to fix up whatever the buyer's request, and you have that the wherewithal to do all that, then I always recommend listing it so you can maximize the profit on it. So, but sounds good. I mean, this is why I wanted to call right again. we don't buy every property from everyone we talk to. There's always, our solution doesn't fit everybody. So I always like to make that call. Cause like I said, the next step for when I call would be to go to underwriting. But to be honest with you, it sounds like we're going to be too far apart. So, but I really appreciate the conversation. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Sounds good, Gloria. Bye. Sift.
No, great call though.
Yeah, so she started a little rough, right? And I'm like, okay, probably caught you at a bad time. Do you have 5 to 10 minutes? And so cooperation, right? At first, it was like it didn't sound like it was going that way, but this is why we got to put them through the process of elimination, right? So again, even though some questions were already answered, I get that, but that doesn't tell me anything, hey, the attorney, if there's anyone else here involved, like that's what I'm trying to find out. So so let's go ahead and put that on the notes, brother. Now you notice the question for those of you guys that are watching. You notice the question. So it sounds to me like you have an agent that you love working with. What does she say? Well, I don't know about all that. Right? Because even though it doesn't sound like there's motivation, it's not going to be a wholesale deal. There's not a lot of motivation there. If she's wanting to get the most for the property, which would be to list it on the market, we can still do a real estate or an agent referral, right? We can refer it out. But there's nothing there, honestly, like at all. Yeah. So it's kind of like you ever see the listings that say "Make me move"? There used to be a lot of those. Like laughing in the back. Make me move, and that's kind of what it is, right? It's like make me move. No. You got the wrong one here, girl. Francisco says sift unless seller find. Nah, there's nothing there, brother. No. There's no pain or motivation. Absolutely not. What's the down payment from the M-Buy for the wrap? It could be whatever you want it to be. Honestly, it has to make sense, right? Like you can't sell a. If the property's worth 190 and then you want 300,000 for it with $100,000 down, there's a limit to what you can ask for. But in reality, there's not like a number, right? Like if a property's worth 190,000, I might sell it for 220, right, and get 30K down, right? Things like that. Where you have to think about that, right? Like you can't be too extreme on one side, but also, you also have to raise the payment too. So you have to remember that. Yep. All right. Good. Yeah, that's a great question. All right. So we good with that one?
Yeah.
Daniel? Okay.
Yep.
So notes are in there? All right.
Perfect. Yep. On lunch as well.
All right, cool. Okay. All right. So the next one that I see on here is going to be, did that come out clear? Like, was you could hear everything?
Yeah. It was super clear. Yep.
Nice. I like it then.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is going to be Robert.
Yep.
Right. Robert Kiyosaki. All right, let me pull up the property on. Oops. I guess I got to grab the address.
Yeah, this one looks good.
What's that, brother?
I said this one looks good.
Yeah. I like it does.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to approach this now because it looks like they are getting the other decision makers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change up my my pitch to where, hey, besides you and your wife, is there anyone else that's gonna have an input? So if I see that there are some other decision makers in there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's wow, dude. What is this? Is it the garage or what are we buying here, bro?
No, I think that's the
Is the greenhouse or the other one? Because it's like
no,
right in the
the other
middle.
one. No, it's the other one. It has a detached garage.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, it's nice because that could be a little ADU right there.
All right. Let's see. Lex's favorite.
Yeah.
Míralo, míralo. His eyes.
I like there's a lot of comps too. It's pretty
Let's call him.
I know Alexis he's in the background too.
Hang up on me. Did that ring?
This is Rob from Pestmaster. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hey, Rob, it's Max. I was calling about your property over on Gilman Street because all right. I'm gonna leave that up just in case he calls back. ¿Quién sigue? ¿Quién sigue, compita? Sigue Line. Lane? Is that how you pronounce that?
Let's see. Lynn?
Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn.
Lynn.
This one had this person has 2 properties.
Oh, okay.
Just want to make sure. Sounds like an ex-wife situation here, bro.
We got a situation here.
Ooh. Let me pull up the second property. Nebraska. Good market.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's give him a call. Why is this not on? Lynn.
Yeah, these are gonna be low.
What's that?
Yeah, these are gonna be low.
Hello, Lynn.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over on West Main Street.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, they had passed me over the information you put on our website. I was just calling to follow through on that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I know we got quite a bit of information from you. My job today is just to figure out the next steps, which would be to, you know, qualify for an offer and go to underwriting. Do you have like 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean underwriting?
I'm sorry.
An underwriting, what's that?
So they're my underwriting team. They're the ones who approve the offers. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
got 2 houses for sale.
I saw that, Lynn, and that's why I wanted to call you because what I wanted to ask you is one of the things I like to ask is are you wanting to sell both at the same time, or can you sell one or the other?
Well, I like to sell them both at the same time. I think I'm on the fence about everything.
You're on the what fence?
I'm on the fence about everything. I know I want to sell a
Mm-hmm.
209 East Main.
Is that more priority than the other one?
Yeah, because I'm living in the other one.
Okay, that makes
My
sense.
renters moved out the first of the month, and 209 East.
Yeah, got it. Let me make sure I pull that up.
I sell them both. But I'm debating, you know, do I want to keep a place just in case? You know?
Yeah.
Because they're bought and paid for.
Well, the way I would look at that, because I know a lot of sellers in the past, usually when they sell a property, the biggest challenge is to, you know, look for the next place. And I don't want, you know, you don't want to be homeless. But if you have one that's
I'm not going to really look for the next place.
yeah,
I
what's
think I'm going to live in a camper
okay.
or a tent and just finish my life out like that.
Oh, got it. Well, that's always a nice way to do that as well, too, right? Not have to be tied down to a certain place. Okay.
That's right.
No, perfect. So 209, let's not talk about the West Main Street. Let's talk about East Main Street. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. Okay. So you said currently right now you have renters in there.
Yeah, and they moved out first of the month. They bought a place.
Okay. First of the month. That's August 1st.
Yep.
Okay. So they move out August 1st. Okay. Perfect. And obviously the goal would be not to rent it again. It would be to sell it, correct?
Yeah, unless someone wants to come up boatload of money and rent it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Now, so let me ask you a question. I know typically what I like to ask too as well is when you go to sell this property, not necessarily to me, but once you decide to go with someone, I know I think there's somebody else that's going to have an input. Looks like your ex-wife might have an input on the sale of the property. She's on title.
She has nothing to do with this property.
Oh, okay.
You don't have nothing to do with the other one. If I go to court and get the judge to amend the divorce, because he give the house to me, but he didn't physically do it right.
Oh, it didn't get recorded correctly.
That's the point of the land or whatever. Yeah, I got that other house in the divorce also.
Oh, got it. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because usually I love it. Even better. And I like to clarify that because, you know, I want to make sure that if there's someone else that's going to be involved or have an input, I like to, you know, answer their questions. So how long have I get it, man. I get it. No, but again, it's just a policy to ask. So let me ask you the 209 East Main Street. How long have you owned that property?
Well, I've had it for quite a while, but I gave it to my mom.
Okay.
And then when she passed away, I didn't know that she'd already done the paperwork to give it back to me.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. How long ago was that?
About a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that about your mom passing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another reason why I really don't have no reason to stay here.
Yeah.
I have nothing to tie me down, so I might as well just get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And then you know, I'm assuming so the tenants get out on the 1st. And then what's the timeline that you would want to get this done by the end of the year or sooner? What's the timeline that you would, once the tenants move out on the 1st, how soon are you looking to get this done? Okay. Got it. I see. And then besides just talking to me or potentially, you know, have you done anything else about selling the property?
nobody really said much.
Okay.
Somebody folks called me a million, they didn't. And, you know, and I also called thinking about maybe just trying to rent the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Get somebody else to take it over.
Yeah.
Where I just get the money and keep doing what I want to do.
Yep.
But yeah, that's that property, and then I could
Okay.
sell it whenever do whatever.
Got it.
But like I said, I just don't know. I
So-
want to do the best option.
Yeah.
For me.
No, of course. Well, at the end of the day, that's what you got to look out for, right? You want the best option for you. With that being said, let me ask you this. If you had a magic wand, what would be the perfect scenario for Lynn?
Yeah, I sold both of them.
Okay.
I got the hell out of here in a month, and done what the fuck I wanted to do.
Got it.
Because I want to travel through the USA, and I ain't gonna be no place where it's cold or snowing.
You're going to be singing that song, On the Road Again, dun-dun-dun-dun, right?
Yeah, hey, I got it. 2001 Ultra Classic. It'll get me there.
There you go. See, you're ready to go, brother. You're ready to go. Okay. So,
Over 30,000,
yeah. So
15-foot flat bottom V8 boat. All I'm doing is fishing.
there you go. That's the life right there. Okay. So perfect scenario for Lynn would be to sell both of them, get it all done, and then just go and go about his business and go fishing, right? Okay. So I know typically when I make a call and I talk to sellers, usually the day that they submit all the information or the day before, they usually have a number in mind of what they would consider getting for the properties. I mean, just ballpark off the record, what were you hoping to get for these?
I was hoping to get 60 feet. One's got an acre and a half, and the other one's got 2 acres.
Okay. All right. 60 a piece, $60,000 each.
Yeah, the one we're talking about, 209's got 2 acres. Each.
Okay.
And I could split that in half and sell the other half and still get money on this one.
Yeah. Let me take a look here. Let me verify. Let me verify a couple of things. 209 West Main. What's the bed and bath on that one?
Bed and bath on West Main?
Yeah, on West Main. What's
The 3-bedroom, it's 1 bathroom.
3-bedroom, 1 bathroom? Okay. And then what about East Main Street?
Each got 2 bedrooms, got the drill bath, and a laundry room, front room, kitchen, and covered front porch.
Okay. And then I'm assuming you wouldn't look at any other offers besides what you're asking, the 60,000 each.
Well, what kind of offer? I mean, I don't know. Are they giving me money and something else or what?
Well, no, I mean, in case we were to come in a little bit, let's say that I send this to my underwriting team and they said, for example, something different than 60 and you're firm on that. I don't want to, come back and.
Well, I don't know. They'd have to hit me pretty good for me to pay attention.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense.
Because I remodeled this 10209 East myself. And granted, it needs paint outside, but I've already got the paint. It's got a new metal roof on it.
Yeah.
And it's got all the appliances with it.
Okay.
Stove, refrigerator, washer, dryer, dishwasher, freezer, air conditioner, and the freezer, or the dishwasher. Hasn't even been hooked up.
Okay. Got it. That helps out. That helps out a little bit. Let me, Lynn, let me place you on hold for one quick second. My underwriting team's here on the other side. They're asking me a question. Can you hold on real quick? Okay.
The stove and the refrigerator both is maybe 2 years old.
Okay. That helps. I'll let them know right now. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Lynn, you there? All right.
Yeah.
So Daniel, so you're saying ARV's 40K, bro?
Yeah, bro. It's tough. There's only one property that sold, and this was last year. And I don't know if you pulled up that link, but
I saw it. Yeah, it's a 3.2. A
and it's
lot bigger, bro. It's almost like
way
3
bigger.
times the size.
Yeah. So that's kind of just just took the square footage and just did some
Divided it.
Yeah. It's looking like $40 a square foot.
I'm gonna get a blow, bro. Screw it.
It's tough to, yeah, bro. It's tough too because there's nothing for sale. There's nothing for rent. It's just dead in that little in that
What's
area.
going on over there, bro?
Yeah.
Dan, there is nothing for sale, brother.
No, bro. There's nothing.
Or has sold.
Nothing. That's the only one.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to do. I have somebody that we can reach out to that's in Nebraska because this is. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him we'll call him back, bro. We can't. All right, let me bring him back.
Okay.
Hey, Lynn, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I apologize about the hold. So here's what I'm gonna do is they want to do a little bit more research in the area because we're not finding a lot of stuff that's being sold or for sale. So I want to do a little bit more research, especially since you have that bigger lot, just to see what we can come up with. So let me ask you. They did want me to ask you something. If we came in lower than if we found out after we did our homework and let's say we're under 50,000, do you want me to call you back to let you know where we're at?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna give it away.
That's okay. And I didn't want you to. I didn't want you, I don't want you. This is why I like to ask the question, because if they say, well, we could only pay 20, then I'm not gonna bother Lynn. Like, you guys are crazy. He's gonna cuss me out. I don't even think that buys a fish boat at 30,000, right?
This is the one thing I was telling you, that there are no places for rent, hardly.
Correct.
Anywhere
Okay.
around here. Lexington, Bougainville, every place is full.
Yeah. So I know
No food.
I know somebody else.
More
Go-
big companies in every day now.
Right. I know somebody else.
$7.5 million,
Correct.
building in Gothenburg, they're building a new beef plant in North Platte. Yeah, it's big booming around here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Hey, you know what, Lynn? I know that earlier you said somebody else asked you this, and I want to ask you the same question. Is I know my underwriting team is it wants to know if we can give you the 60,000, right, on each property. Would you be open to giving us some time to make you equal monthly payments, and you don't have to worry about anything else, but besides have that money deposited into your bank account every month? Would you be open to something like that?
Say that again now.
So, because, in case we're too far apart on the one lump sum, what my underwriting team's going to come back and ask me and say, hey, Max, would Lynn be open if we gave him 60,000? What he's asking, would you be open to giving us some time to make you equal monthly payments to pay that off, that 60,000?
Okay, how much? How long would that take? And what are you talking about?
So it just depends,
It could drag out forever, and I want to make sure I get paid. I got things I want to do.
So that makes sense. So we have so that's a very great question, right? So the two things that I always say, it depends. So it depends how much time you feel comfortable giving us, and then what's your immediate cash need, right? Depending on your immediate cash need, we can come in and give you a down payment. I know some sellers in the past that have done this with us have given us, 120 months, and we made them equal monthly payments, and then we would cash them out at the 120 months. I just don't know what you would feel comfortable giving us.
I don't know about all that because the simple fact that my heart went bad.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
working on 10%.
Oh,
I'm
you're
working on 10%.
right.
I'm still doing stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so that's another reason why I want to travel through the country.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I've worked all my life since I was 8 years old.
Yeah. No, and I get it. I understand. And this is why I'm trying to work out a solution with you that best fits your goals. Let me ask you this. What happens if you can't sell these properties for the 60,000 you're asking?
Shit, I'll fucking rent them out or something because, like I said, there's no rental.
Okay. So that's what I'm trying to do. So what in this case, instead of you renting them, we would you give us the time, we make you the payments. You don't got to worry about maintenance. You travel, go fishing. You know what I mean? We worry about that. We take over, we pay the property taxes, the maintenance, and anything that the tenants need. We would come in and take care of that. So I know 120 months was just an example. What would you feel comfortable giving us if we did something like that?
I'm gonna have to think about that one. Because I don't know how long I have to live.
No, I respect that. That's fair.
10%.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. So let me ask.
I'm going right now, and I'm supposed to go in for surgery.
Oh, wow.
To get like a pacemaker in.
Yeah.
To shock my heart. I can't go because I got pneumonia.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
So I had to put that up and wait on that. And, I mean, every day.
So
I'm at mercy.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that makes sense, man. I'll shoot a prayer over for you, Lynn. That way, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you this: what is it? What's your immediate? What would it take right now? And again, what do you need? What's the amount of money that you need immediately to help accomplish help you to move away from these properties? What is that amount that you would need?
120,000.
Okay, so all of it, pretty much.
I take what I want and I leave the rest.
Got it. So you need all $120,000 up front.
Yeah, I'd like to have all 120.
Okay.
Because if something happens, you guys, then what? Something happened to me, you got lucky.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, we continue making the. Oh, got it. I see. I mean, it would go to wherever you decide the payments to go to, right? Like we still would have to continue making the payments at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I might have an idea for that, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Been screwed around this and that, and then, like I said, I'm tired. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, let me see what we can come up with as far as the one lump sum, so you don't have to worry about all that. But I can. Okay, that helps. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to keep everything, square and all that shit,
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Got it. All right. Sounds good, Lynn. Thank you for. You have a great one. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, bro. This is a difficult one, bro.
Yeah, it's tough. There's really no data. There's nothing to go based off of.
Well, it's not just the data. It's more of like yeah, data is important, obviously. I'm not trying to dismiss that, but like what he wants for it, bro, it's unrealistic. Like there's those properties wouldn't sell that even on the market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back, Daniel. Talk to the people about this deal. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, he's asking way above market value on this one. There's still some homework that we got to do here on our end and a little bit more research, but so far from what we're seeing, it's looking pretty tough. So right now I'm just going to get this next lead ready and update the notes on here. That way we can keep this one as a follow-up and touch base with him once we do some more research. Yeah, and for those of you who are still on, ask if you guys have any questions. Feel drop them in the comments. Also put where you're at, where you're tuning in from. Network with each other. See if there's any connections there. See if you can help out one another. That's how opportunities come up. So just put that in the chat as well. All right, Melissa, Bay Area. Let's go, Melissa. And we got Fox. He said that was a great line of questions for him. I think I learned a whole lot. Yeah, that was a great call. Definitely was. I think you brought up a lot of good questions for him. So definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he has to really think about all that, right? Like, well, what happens if you don't sell because you can't get the 60,000, right? And so that tells you a lot right there, right? Like, well, I'll just rent them.
Yeah, definitely.
But wait a minute, you said you didn't want to deal with them anymore. Like, that's what I'm trying to help you with. But
yeah.
anyways. Melissa, how you doing? California Bay Area. Let's go. All right, brother. All
right. So next we got.
You have the notes on him already, bro? Did we put notes in there?
Yeah.
I'm not. For some reason, I'm not seeing them. Maybe.
I'm gonna do that right now. You're looking on launch, right?
Yeah, on launch, correct. Yeah.
Okay. How about now?
Let me refresh it. There we go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Melissa said, it seems like we're seeing lots of these types of situations with property, sign of the times. Yeah. We talked about that on Monday, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So
next we got Karen.
Next. Who? Karen?
Karen, yeah.
All right, Karen, where you at? All right, pulling it up right now.
Yep, me too.
This house was completely redone from the slab up, being resurfaced to the top of the roof. All of it.
Man.
Sheesh. Sounds like great property. How come you're considering selling it?
Georgia.
Powderhorn Road.
Nice area, though.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look.
Little neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. It's like a cul-de-sac or something, huh?
Yeah.
Like a makeshift cul-de-sac.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know about nice neighborhood, Daniel.
They got like a golf course.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You know what? It's just that there's a house that's being rehabbed. That's why. It's got the dumpster in front of it. So.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's give him a call. Or let's give her a call. Price, she's asking 200,000. A ver. A ver si es cierto.
$200?
Bro, I'm not seeing anything for that price point. Oh, here we go. There's one for sale right now for 280. That's under contract.
Yeah, I did see one that sold in March for 250.
Okay.
But it's a newer build. It's a 03.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
For 295?
For 250?
There's one that sold just recently, June 22nd, for 295.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, I see that one at 3.2. Yeah.
2-car garage. Hers has a garage.
Yeah.
It does?
Let's see.
All right, let's call her. Let's call and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, hers is a lot less small, a lot smaller though.
Yeah.
1,800 to 1,200 square feet.
Mm.
So what would that put us at? Owner occupied, not listed.
She does have a good rate though. Good payment.
Let's give her a call.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Hey, Karen, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about the property over at Powderhorn Road.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you talked to them on Monday, and they actually passed the information over to me, and that's why I was calling you because I want to see if you had 5 to 10 minutes to talk on the phone today.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I did get some information, but the notes don't always tell the whole story on the situation. I'm just gonna ask a few follow-through questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me see here. I did see that it looks like you had completely remodeled the property. Is that right?
Well, it was taken down to the slab and resurfaced and built all the way back up, the whole house.
Oh, okay. When did that happen?
Around about 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Okay.
I think so, 6 or 7.
Let me take a look here. Okay. That clarifies a lot because I'm looking at this as far as year build. It says 1986. Is that not right?
No, that's not right.
Okay. That makes sense, especially if you're saying it was taken down to the slabs and then build up again. So what is just so I have the right information, can you tell me a little bit more? What's the bedroom and bathroom count of the property?
3 bedrooms, 2 full baths.
Okay. 2 full baths. All right. And then do you know the square footage by any chance?
I don't. It's about the same, but it's just a few feet more.
Okay, because what I have on my system from the previous the other property, I have close to 1,300 square feet.
Yeah, they just I have a big laundry room, and it wasn't air conditioned before the house was redone, and so they redid everything. So they put the air conditioner and heat also in the laundry room, and it's a pretty big laundry room.
Oh, okay, got it. That makes sense. So that's what actually makes it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what happened? How come it needed to be rebuilt? What happened to the property that was on site?
Well, we were in South Carolina for Christmas, and we got a call from the police, and they said that the house burned down.
Oh,
So
wow.
it got the breaker box or something shorted or did something, and it started the fire.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that.
And then everything was just gone. I mean, the whole house didn't burn down, but after the fire department come in there, they had to take it all the way down and resurface the slab and build it all right back up.
Wow.
But they did a whole lot better job. It's vinyl on the outside.
Right. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's not good. That's not news you want to get when you're on vacation.
I know.
Jeez.
Christmas, right?
Yeah. Wow. Sorry to hear that. And that the insurance and everything took care of that for you?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. At least that was helpful. That's why it's good to have insurance on the properties. Yeah. Okay. Well, see, and this is why I wanted to call, because this changes everything based on what we're seeing, because originally we had it, because the next step for us would be to go to our underwriting team, but we had it as still showing as the actual original property that was built in 86, and I don't think I had the notes for this newer built property on here, which now that helps out a lot to be able to determine. So let me ask you this. I know typically when I'm talking to somebody about selling, they usually, what I like to ask is when you go to sell this, not necessarily with me, but whoever you decide to go with, is there anyone else that's going to have an input on the sale of the property?
Well, I'm divorced now, and so I got.
Sorry to hear that as well.
Divorced, but I just haven't made him sign the quit claim deed.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get that signed. That's all.
Okay, got it. So, and then when do you think that's going to happen?
As soon as I have a sale for the house.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could carry it to South Carolina, but I don't have a quit claim. I don't have a paper. I don't know where to get one unless it's through somebody.
So there's a couple options. I think the best way to go about it is to go through a title company, or you're in Georgia, so it would be an attorney, or an attorney that would draft the paperwork up so it's drafted correctly. I mean, you can do it on your own, but I always like doing it that way, because then all the paperwork gets done right. Because right now, even if you were to, somebody was to give you what you considered a good offer for it, you wouldn't be able to really sign for it. It sounds like we would still need your ex-husband's signature, because he's on title, I'm assuming.
Well, he's on the yeah, he's on the title. I just never.
Okay.
In these years that we've been divorced, I never had a reason to make him get off of it. I mean, we get along. Yeah, he'll sign it.
Okay.
He said he would even come to closing.
Got it. Okay. And is he also getting any proceeds from the sale?
No, he's just but there's $75,000 owed on it, but
Okay.
pay it off, I guess.
So there's a $75,000 mortgage owed on it. Okay. Got it. And then what do you make your monthly payments on that? Just ballpark.
They're about, well, he's actually paying the payment for me.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
About $575 a month.
$575 a month. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and so from what it sounds like, and then ultimately, if we do need to at some point, it sounds like he's on board with selling. But would he be somebody that he would be available in case there's any questions, or maybe we need him to participate? It sounds like he would feel comfortable doing all that.
Yeah, if we were at closing or whatever.
Okay.
It's so very, it's even hard for me to get him on the telephone because he works all the time.
Okay,
but,
got it.
Once in a blue moon, I can get him, or I'll have my daughter or my son call him and tell him he needs to call me.
Okay, I see.
If they can get him on the phone, that's it.
Okay, no problem.
It's very hard to get on the phone.
No, totally understandable. I just want to make sure that we're all transparent about this, because obviously he would have to come to closing. So let me ask you, right now, this is a primary residence where you're currently staying at right now? Okay, perfect.
I've got a mess in here because I've been packing.
That's okay. We're not, that's the thing about when you sell to a company like us, we're typically looking to buy properties as is. So when are you looking to get this done? If you got an offer you can depend on, I mean, by the end of the year or something like that?
Well, I hope before that.
Before that?
Mm-hmm. What is it? July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, I'd like to be gone before December.
Okay. Which would be?
As soon as I can get some help and some money up front to
Okay.
get this stuff moved out. I can't really move this heavy furniture by myself, and I really don't have anybody don't have anybody in Georgia to come help me.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So definitely sounds like you're gonna need some assistance as far as moving the stuff, and then potentially all some of the proceeds as well too, right up front.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's not a problem, and I'd like to ask that because I know a lot of times, depending on the goals and how soon you want to sell, there's always different things that we can do. Um, and then I know typically when I talk to someone or somebody fills out the information on our website, typically they usually have a number in mind on what they would be considering getting for the property. Just ballpark, what were you looking to get for it?
I would need 200,000 at the minimum because I was 75, and then I'm gonna have to move, and I'm gonna have to get somewhere else to live.
Okay, $200,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very minor stuff that needs to be done.
Sure. Okay. And so it sounds to me like you wouldn't look at any other offers that come in besides the 200,000.
What are you talking about?
And that's what I'm trying to work towards, right? What I'm going to do next is, my underwriting team makes that final decision. My goal today is just to figure out if this is a property that qualifies for us to make an offer. Because at the end of the day, we don't buy every single property from everyone we talk to, right? I just want to make it a win-win situation for you and then as well for us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Is this a full cash thing now all at once?
Yeah, so we've worked different ways where we can do a one lump sum. Sometimes there are sellers that give us time. What were you hoping for?
I would like to have the money up front so I can buy something else and move.
Okay, got it. Now make sure I notate that. You just wanted the one lump sum and be done with it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect.
So do that?
Yeah. So we can definitely, like I said, we work different ways where other sellers that we bought properties from, we'll do the one lump sum, cash them out completely. They're done with it. And then there's some that, we can always give more, but they give us time to make equal monthly payments. But in this case, to me, it sounds like you just want the one lump sum and be done with it, which is something we've done. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I know there's a question that my underwriting team's going to want to ask. And I just want to, be very transparent. I'm very transparent how I work. If we were to, if you didn't have to pay anything out of pocket, no closing costs, and it was an offer net to you, what would you feel comfortable selling it for then? Even if you didn't have to make repairs.
Well, there's really not a lot of repairs.
Okay.
I have two door handles, one on my bedroom door and one on my laundry room door.
Mm-hmm.
The handles I took off, just two handles, and I could go to Lowe's and get those and put them right back on.
Okay.
I switched them out because I had locks on them.
Yeah.
And so I just haven't put it back on.
Right.
But there's a back screen door that needs replacing.
Okay.
And it does need some paint because I spackled some stuff. When the curtains and all come down, the little holes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it would need some paint, and my wire came off the garage door, but I'm gonna have to get that fixed so I can get stuff out of the garage, because I am in one heck of a mess in here.
Okay.
I really am. I got boxes everywhere, stuff thrown all over the garage and everything. So,
okay.
I gotta get somebody to come help me. I can't do it.
Okay.
I've done enough. I got a great big shipping container outside. I've been putting stuff in, and it's half full now. So
yeah. Okay.
Until I can get this heavy furniture out of here, I have to pay somebody to come get this furniture out for me and put it in that container. And until I get this furniture out, I just have not even cleaned up in here.
Okay. No, that's okay. And
it's getting too hard on me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Thank you for sharing that. Because I can only imagine. Especially if you're on your own. Something I've done in the past with other sellers. because it sounds to me like you're going to need the proceeds to be able to figure out the proceeds to be able to move to the next step, correct? So something I've done in the past when it comes to that is that we were able to do. So I'll give you an example with Daniel. I know he had a similar situation, had a lot of things, and obviously needed the proceeds to move. So something we did with Daniel is we actually let him stay in the property for an extra 2 weeks after the closing. And Daniel was able to get all his stuff out. And when we told Daniel, look, don't worry about taking everything, take what you feel is valuable. And then what you don't feel is valuable, you can leave it there because we're gonna clean it up anyways. And so that helped Daniel out a lot. I mean, that helped him out quite a bit. And so I don't know if that's something that would help you if we were able to do something like that for you.
Well, it would help a lot if I could get this furniture out of here and put in that container, and then I could actually clean up this mess I have.
Okay.
I've got stuff everywhere.
That makes sense. So no, and
I got tired of it, and I just quit. I quit doing anything now.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying that, right? So
I'm tired.
no, that's totally fair. I get it. And this is why I'm trying to create a solution to be able to help you to move to the next, whatever that next goal is. So if we were to, close, let you stay, 2 weeks after, like Daniel, you didn't have to take everything out. You didn't have to pay anything out of pocket or anything that you didn't have to, do anything to the house. What would you feel comfortable selling then? That way I can go back and tell my underwriting team and then see what they say.
200,000. Because that would only leave me 125,000
Okay.
to move and get another place and pay off my bills. Then I'd be broke. I'd put a down payment on something else.
I get it. No, that's fair. 200,000, even with with letting you stay and all that, you said?
Yeah, and until I get the money to move everything out, then if it comes down to not getting it until closing, then I would have to have more than 2 weeks to do all this. I mean, I have boxes everywhere, stuff thrown everywhere.
How much time do you think you'll need?
Probably a month.
Okay. All right. Let me do this. I think I have enough info. I have my underwriting team here right now. They're asking me a question. Can I place you on hold for one quick second? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, Karen, you there? All right, cool.
Cool.
So I saw your comps. Are those based on the property being newer, bro?
Yeah. So these what I'm looking at, these are just like the recent sales. So some of them like are in the late 90s, early 2000s. I know hers is a newer build, but trying to just stay conservative. That link that I put there is the most recent.
Let me see. Let me take a look at it.
The most recent one, and it's within the same square footage, bed bath, and the photos they look pretty good.
Yeah, I see this.
So,
what year built is it?
This one is 81,
1981, bro.
Yeah. There's really no. I mean, the newest build is from 07.
Is that one in the chat or no?
No, but it's a lot bigger. I think it's the one that we had. Actually, you know what? No. Let's see here. The thing with that one is even if it's I know it's a little bit newer, but just the square footage. Okay,
yeah.
I found it, and it's actually less, even though it's newer. Came out to 126 a square foot. And I'll put it right here in the chat. Check it out. That's the one.
You put it. Okay, let me take a look.
Yeah. So this one, the first link that I sent you, that one's coming out at 208 a square foot. So that's like really, really above everything else that has been selling.
So then,
conservatively,
okay. So then conservative, we're like 250.
yeah.
Okay. So we need to be less than 160, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I was thinking just because of the condition that it's in, if that's, the condition that it's in with minimal work.
So I'll just be like, hey, in order for us to be able to give you the one lump sum, let you stay 30 days after closing, they wanted to know if, someone was to offer you between, 165 to 175, what would happen next?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Originally, I was thinking like 150 to
But it's newer,
165,
you know what I mean?
but it's newer and there's a lot of comps and looks like a nice area. Looks like it's gentrifying. So,
Okay.
because there's a possibility it could do maybe 260, but I just don't, I wouldn't want to push it.
All right, let me talk to her real quick, bro. See what she
Okay.
says. Hello, Karen, you there?
I'm here.
I'm sorry about the wait. They took a little longer than I anticipated. So they are looking at a few things. They're wanting to make sure that they try to maximize as much as they can because it is a newer property. A lot of stuff that we're seeing in the area are within the 80s, early 90s. So we want to make sure that that we're taking in consideration that it definitely is a new property. They did want me to ask you though a question because I know that you want to be at 200,000. They wanted to know if someone, not necessarily us, was to offer you between like 160 to 175, and giving you 30 days to stay and get, maybe helping you move out, what would happen next?
Well, I don't know, because even at 170 or 175, I would only get 100,000 in cash, and then I'd still have to move and everything.
Yeah. Okay. And that's all right. Again, they just wanted me to ask you that. I mean, just so I can go back to them, how close could you be to that?
200,000.
Okay, got it. 200,000. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I know.
And if you're gonna rent it out, you probably rent it out for $1,800 a month.
Possibly, right? Yeah, possibly. I'm not denying that. Let me ask you, what happens if you don't sell because you can't get the 200,000? What's gonna happen then?
Well, I'll just leave it. I mean, I don't make the payments on it, so I keep it in. If I have to keep it 5 more years, I will.
Okay.
And it'll be up higher. It'll go up then.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me do this. Let me do a little bit more homework on this because again, I'm not seeing a lot of new builds to be able to newer builds anyways, not new builds, newer builds. I want to make sure that we try to maximize that it is a newer build so we can see how much more we can come up with. I don't know if we're going to be close to the 200,000 just based on what they're looking at. I know you're pretty firm on that. Even with us paying at 200,000, would you pay the closing cost?
No. Well, how much are they?
It depends. It could be anywhere from 1% to 2%, 3% of the sale price.
How much would that be?
So if you sell it for 200,000, 1%, if you sell for 200,000, 1% would be $2,000, and then 3% would be like $6,000.
But I'd come out better that way, wouldn't I? With 175.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know about the 30 days, though. I would have to ask them about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have to have the money to move, and it's taking me a while to get somebody in here and get out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff still in here. I mean, a lot.
Correct.
And my container's almost full. And plus, I'm going to have to move my container to South Carolina. So.
Yeah. What if we, there is one more thing that we've done in this case. So I know that you have a lot of stuff there. I know you basically are going to need the cash to move out, and I know that you want to be at 200,000. Something we've done is what we have another solution, which would be, I don't know if you're open to hearing a little bit about how that works when we have, when we have the situation going on where you need that certain amount. Can I share that with you a little bit, how that works?
Yeah.
So basically we call it our white glove service, right? It's like a concierge service. And what happens is that we would actually work with you in a way where we would reach out to some of our buyers that we have, because we have a large investment network. And then we have also some end buyers that would want to buy the property to move into. So what we would do is we would work with some local agents in the area, and we would take care of marketing the property. We would take care of any repairs that the buyers request. When it comes to selling the property, you wouldn't have to do anything besides potentially open the door for someone that wanted to go look at it. And so the goal would be to net you 200,000, and then we would basically make the difference on whatever the property sells for, right? Now it is a longer process. It could be anywhere from 30 to 60 days, because we do have to get a variety of buyers to come in and look at that. Now that's worked really well for other sellers that that want a certain amount, and we just can't come to an agreement on a cash option. But that's why we call it the white glove service, because you wouldn't have to do anything. It's still almost like a cash offer, has the same benefits. You just have to wait a little bit longer to get your money, right? Instead of 30 days, it would be like 60 days, depending on if we can find a buyer for you or not. And that would be something that we can work on, and you would net the 200,000, because that's what sounds like it's important to you, getting that 200,000.
Yeah, but if somebody came in here to look at it to buy it, like a regular person, then I have a heck of a mess in here. One heck of a mess. I mean, I got things pulled out in every room, and I just cannot get it. I'm tired. I've repacked everything and put a lot of stuff in the container already.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put everything in every room is pulled out all over the place.
Right.
Nobody, no regular real estate or anything like that is gonna bring somebody in here as messy as I have it.
Well, you never know. You never know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You never know, because we've done that. We've had that same situation. Now, if it's just boxes and if it's stuff, in the room, that's okay. Where we get into trouble in this with this solution is when, let's say, we need to change windows, we need to put new flooring, we need to paint because it's pretty bad. All that stuff is bad. That's the stuff you just mentioned is somewhat minor, right, compared to those things.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not tore down or anything. It just needs some paint where there's spackling and stuff, and then I sprayed some kilts on the wall over there a little bit around the security.
Right.
And my lawnmower broke down, so my grass is getting high.
Yep. So again, that's something that with the white glove service, we would come in and we would get the do the landscaping, get some people to help out to clean. Again, that's the only way we would try to net you 200,000. Because if you don't want to do that, then we go back to, I believe my underwriting team is really looking at this, again, between that range, right, to get the one lump sum done. But if you give us time to be able to put you through that white glove service, the concierge service, we can definitely net you more.
And you could get it cleaned out first?
Correct.
You want it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if I can get somebody in here to straighten out this mess for me, I'm tired. I've been working my butt off in here and repacking boxes and putting them in the container, and I'm just really tired. I'm tired now. I've got a mess in here, and I can't seem to get it cleaned up.
No, that's understandable, and that's what I'm trying to create a solution for you. And I know that the price point matters a lot. Here's what I'll do. I just want to confirm a few things I also would like to get some photos from you, just to make sure that this concierge service that we're providing for you makes sense for both sides. So I want to look at see what's actually sold in the market, do a little bit more homework, and then if I was calling you back to get this going and put things in writing to move it forward, when would I do that for you?
I don't know. We have to talk about it after you see how much of I've got everything pulled out of everywhere.
Okay.
And I mean everything out of everywhere. I don't even like to walk through here.
Okay. But that's okay. And no, that's totally, that's fair. And do you have, are you?
I need to get it out of here so I can clean it up.
Sure. No, again, this is why we're trying to figure out a solution. So when can you, when would you be able to send me some pictures? You can text the pictures over to me.
Okay.
I don't need a lot. I just need a few, like maybe 6 or 7 pictures just to take a look at what's going on. And then while I look at to see how much we can actually list it for, and then while netting you the 200,000, that'll help us out a lot. Okay.
Okay. Is this number here?
Yes, you can text them to this number. Correct. Text them over and I'll get the pictures and we'll do some homework. As soon as I get the pictures, I'll have my team member schedule another call with you. So that way we can touch base again on this solution. Okay.
Okay. I still have a little mess on the pictures, but I have more of a mess now. But I got the pictures all in you.
Yeah, do that for me, please.
I got everything pulled out everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, and then
I'm so confused right now.
that's okay. No, don't worry about it. My goal is to help you so you're not confused, and we'll take, one thing with our white glove service is we're trying to make it as simple as possible so you don't worry about all that. So once I get the pictures and then my underwriting team will have an answer for me today, here's what I want to, for the next call, here's some things that I want to do. Okay. So number one is that I'm going to let you know, hey, here's how it's going to work out. If we can make this work, the white glove service, and you're okay with netting the 200,000, we give you a 30-day post possession so you can stay there to clean, to take all your stuff out. Sounds to me like you would feel comfortable putting things in writing and moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to get it sold, but I gotta wait until I get the money for it.
Of course.
To get out.
Of course. And this is the best way for us to be able to net you the 200.
Somebody who can move all this furniture and stuff to that container for me?
So I don't know I don't know if we have somebody that can move the container, but potentially find someone that can put the stuff in the container for you.
You do have somebody who will move the container?
Who did you lease the container from, or where's it from, the container?
I own it.
Oh, you own it. Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. I don't have someone on the top of mind, but I'm pretty sure I can find someone once we start moving forward on things.
It's a big shipping container.
Okay.
On the boat,
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it on my, what times are you available, Karen, so I can call you back about this either later today or tomorrow?
Later today or tomorrow. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I am resting today. I'm very tired. I'm too old to be doing this stuff by myself.
Yeah.
Why have a mess?
No, I get it. I get it.
From room to room, pulling everything out.
Well, let us help you so you don't have to worry about it anymore. If I set up a call back tomorrow, what time would you set that up for me to call you?
Whatever time. What time do you want to call?
I can call you back well, I mean, for me, I like to put it on the calendar. That's why I'm asking. If I called you back tomorrow at, let's say, same time as we're talking today, would that work?
That'll be fine. Okay,
perfect. And I'll have a better answer for you. Maybe I'll even call you later on today, but tomorrow for sure, I'll put it on the calendar so that way we can determine whether we can do the concierge service for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome. I'll talk to you a little bit later. Thank you, Karen. And send those pictures, please.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
I will. Bye-bye.
Let's go.
Damn, she's tough, bro. She's out 200,000. 200,000.
Yeah.
Like 200,000.
How close can you get to that? 200,000. Oh man.
Oh man. Now we just got to find out what exactly we can list it for. Honestly, the pictures are going to determine everything, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pictures are going to tell us really.
Mhm.
I mean, being that it's a new property, I'm actually not too worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like being that it's a new property and that, you know, we can, you know, I think it's more of the cleanup. It sounds to me, but you never know. I think we still need to see what's going on.
Right.
And the landscaping, I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Cut the grass and all that, but definitely the inside.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking we can list this, bro, for 260,
I think so. It's an interesting neighborhood because like I'm starting to, do a little bit more homework on this, and there's a 2,500 square feet. But it comes with a lot of land. That one sold for 1.3.
1.3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting property. It's and also
Yeah. Oh, I see it. But yeah, that's a custom.
yeah. But what I'm trying to say is it's like that little neighborhood. It looks like it's like a what, class B. It looks like a nice area. So I think it could. But definitely we need to see those photos. Once we see the photos, then we can get a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, this 1.3, bro. That's a custom home, bro. Like it doesn't even compare. So yeah, I'm not even looking at that. Plus, it's by the lake, so
Yeah.
I think 260 innovation, and then listed for 260, like especially if the property's newer. I mean, I want to see the pictures though, because definitely want to make sure. Oops. And I'm gonna reach out to Seamus. He's in Georgia, so he should be able to look at this for me a little bit more detailed. So, let's do the follow up for tomorrow, and so that way we can actually do me a favor. Let's set up the follow up for the calendar for tomorrow. Let's let the team know. Set up the follow up for tomorrow at whatever time that was that we called, and then if they can follow up on getting pictures today, let the team know that on this one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Tony? How you doing, brother? You said El Cerrador. Great call, brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. What's going on? Living in Tampa, Florida. What's your name, brother? I appreciate you. New subscriber. Let's go. I love when we get new people on here and they see what we're doing. So I appreciate it. Definitely was a good call. A lot of shifting maneuver. Going to different. Going through the cache, and I didn't pick. Usually I would have went to creative, Daniel, but I don't think creative would have solved her problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially for the immediate cash need and everything she needs to accomplish.
Right.
Reese, thank you, brother, for being on. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's see.
Yeah, I agree with you. It seems like it's more just like a like she doesn't have help. She doesn't have anyone to help her out, but she has everything packed.
Yeah.
Ready to make that move.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. And she's been packing.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's tired too. She said it. So definitely a good follow-up.
All right, let's look here. Fox says, thanks for letting me inside your brain today. What you guys think of that call? There's 15 plus of you guys already on the live right now. Any thoughts on that call? Looks like some people got value out of it. Let me know in the chat. Anything else we need to do on that one, Daniel? Before we move on to the next one?
No, that one's good. Yep.
Did you is it in Slack? Did you put in Slack the
I did it
email?
in launch. I can put it. Let me put it in
I
Slack.
don't think you can tag people on launch.
Okay.
Oh, there she is. She's sending the pictures now.
Okay.
Let's go. Rose said value. You're welcome.
Let's go.
All right. Who was next, Daniel?
Let's see. We got Jim.
Jim. Okay.
Jim and then Wesley. Wesley will wrap it up. Yeah.
Let's call Gymnast.
Yeah.
Detroit, Michigan. All right, let me call Jim. Hopefully he picks up.
All right, let's go. This one's interesting now.
Leave me a name and a number, and I'll call you.
No, I'll call you back, bro.
Wonder how he got this one. It's a bunch of quit claim deeds on it.
Hello?
Hello, Jim.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, Jim, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over at Gallagher Street.
Okay.
Yeah, you had filled out, the information on our website, and they had scheduled an appointment for me to call you today. You got a few minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes for the conversation?
Yeah, what's going on?
Not much. I just wanted to follow through. I know I had some notes and they gathered some info, and I just wanted to make sure that that I have all the correct information to see if we can qualify the property for an offer.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Jim. I do want to verify just really quick, Jim. The property it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. I know because sometimes in our systems we have different information on here. And then is this a
What does the system say?
no, it says 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So I just want to verify that.
Well, yeah, no, it's a half bath. It ain't never been no bathroom or nothing.
Got it.
Make it a half bath?
It depends, right? So like Zillow saying it's 3.2. I just wanted to confirm whether it was the 3.2 or 3.1.5.
What address you got?
I have the address I have on file here.
First.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the right one. Okay,
That's
perfect, perfect. All right, appreciate that. And then is this a? It looks like, is this a rental property or a primary residence?
Does that matter on an offer? I'm just curious.
Well, it does if I have to buy it with tenants in place, or if it's vacant. You know what I mean?
It's vacant.
Okay. All right, vacant. And then it looks like, well, you know, when you go to sell this, not necessarily to us, there's no one else that's going to have an input on the sale of the property from what I can see on the notes. It'll just be you.
I have it under my LLC. Yeah.
Okay.
Heavily investment.
Got it. I like that name, by the way. You come up with that?
Actually, no, my girlfriend.
Oh, there you go. She's still with you at least? There you go. There you go. No, that's awesome. Okay. And yeah, and no reason I asked that, right? Because I know there's always questions, and obviously, you know, I like to answer all the questions with anybody else that needs to be involved. So, and then how long have you owned this one, Jim? This one, the Gallagher Street one?
I'm just curious, does that matter as far as an offer?
It will, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why? Tell me why that matters.
Just for our records.
So I can understand, like, if I had it for a day or for 10 years, why does that matter? I'm just curious.
Well, because maybe your what you're asking for would change, right? If you had it for a day, you might want to make your money back.
I haven't asked for anything. You guys are making an offer. I never said what I wanted. Did I say what I wanted for the property?
Should we just end the call, Jim? I don't want to go back and forth with you.
No. I mean, everyone asks these questions, and it's a lot of information they gather, and then they come with a lowball offer, and it's like, why did we even take the time to get into all of that? So that's what I'm saying. Did it say what I was offering on this? And if you want to end the call, that's on you. But I just said I'm just curious, because I'm trying to understand the mindset behind, and you know, asking those questions when you know we don't even.
Sure.
There's no offering on it.
So
you have an offer in mind, and it's not what I'm looking for. Why should we even continue the conversation? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have about 80 y'all call me, so I'm saying you're not the only one that called me. I'm just saying it's the same questions, and I'd be like, I go through it, and then at the end, you know, most investors are trying to lowball you. They want a steal, not a deal. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not really interested in someone that's looking for steals. And those questions tend to make a reason, like, okay, what's the reason for knowing that? And I guess whatever they're going through is saying, well, I'm going to check this off. I can probably get it. So are you an investor? What are you trying to do with the house? And do you live in Michigan?
So I guess at this point, let me, because you asked me like 10 questions there. So can I answer them one by one?
Sure.
Okay. So first of all, the mindset behind is to not do what you just said, lowball offer. We didn't make you an offer, right? So that's the number one thing, is we haven't, just like you haven't given us an offer, we haven't made you an offer. So I don't know where the lowball offer came. That's the first thing. Did we make you a lowball offer?
The lowball offer came because, again, I know I asked a lot of questions. I said I didn't talk about 80 y'all.
Well, I'm only calling you because you filled out the info on our website. But if you don't want to sell, then we could just end the call.
You're not the only person I've filled this out to. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I've gone through this process, and I'm just curious why, how long you own the property matters on, you know, the offer you make. That's really where it came from. Like, does that matter?
Well, I answered that, and you went on this big rant. I think we should just end. I answered that. You went on a big rant. So should we just end the call then? Because it seems like that bothered you.
The second time you said that.
Yeah.
We can end the call. So,
sounds good. Bye.
No problem.
Sift. He said, I talked to 80 of y'all. Get out of here, bro.
Oh, man.
Woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, Jim.
Yep. Oh, man.
Yeah, I told them it's to confirm the info that we have, right?
Yeah.
So you asked me like 10 questions, bro. Let me answer one by one.
Yeah.
All right. Who was the last person, bro? Do you know?
The last one is gonna be Wesley.
Wesley.
Wesley B.
Wesley.
Yep.
Let's go, Wesley.
Yep. Down in Orange Park, Florida. Yeah, that property wasn't that good anyway.
Which one, brother?
The one down in Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that from what I saw, anyways, I saw the from what he's asking to what I'm seeing, it's way off, bro.
Yeah.
And I get the frustration, right? Like that's why I said the mindset behind that question is that, you know, just like you said, you never gave us a number. When did we lowball you? I think that's what he got upset about the most, because we didn't, right? We didn't lowball him. So again, just to answer his question and be fair, like, well, we never lowballed you. That's the mindset behind that, to figure out what we can offer.
Yeah.
Guy.
Oh, great call. I mean, like, look, this was a guy who filled out his info to get an offer. So, like, whether it's a cold call, PPC, like, you're still gonna get it. You're
Exactly.
still gonna have those conversations. So,
yeah, you're always gonna get it. Might as well just sell it on your own. Don't even bother filling out the info.
Yeah.
Jensen said, "Great call. Do you ever offer moving or cleanup service?" Yeah, that whole call, I think we did something like that. You just have to be very careful, because before you commit to anything, so there's a rule that I follow, Jensen, which is don't make a move without a commitment, right? And this goes to everybody that's actually listening, because a lot of times we'll do things for sellers, or we'll try to help sellers out, which is okay. That's part of what we do, right? We should be solving problems, but also we can't be making moves without even getting a small commitment from the sellers. So in this case, in order to do a lot of those things, right, that I talked to her about, was that we need to make sure that we have stuff in writing that we can protect ourselves with. So yeah, you can offer, I mean, pretty much anything as far as, to try to solve the problem, as long as they're committed to working with you, as long as they're cooperating, as long as they're willing to move forward with you. And now you can use all your resources and everything else behind you, so you can, try to help them out for sure. Melissa says, great value. Thank you. You're welcome, Melissa. All right. Who are we calling? Wesley?
Wesley. Yep.
All right, cool. Wesley. What's up, Wesley? See, and nobody's ever told him that. Should we end the call?
Yeah.
Let me see what I can offer you. Let me see what I can pay you. Hello, Wesley?
Yes.
Hey, Wesley, it's Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about that property over at Chasing Falls Road.
Yes.
Yeah, they actually passed over the info, said that you're considering selling that one. I guess you filled out all the info on our website.
I'm willing to sell it.
Okay, got it. I appreciate that. And that's part of my call. I'm just following through to see if we can get the property qualified for an offer. I know that you gave us some information on it. Is it okay if I follow through just to verify some of the things before I get it over to underwriting to get that offer for you?
Go ahead. Yes.
I appreciate that. Let me look here really quick. Let's see. The one thing I want to confirm, just to make sure that we have the same data, was the bed and bathroom count. That's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, correct?
No, it's 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms.
Got it. See, and this is why I like to confirm, because a lot of times our team will pull information like off.
It's 2.5. It's 2 full baths, and then you got one downstairs next to the garage. You know, like a sink and a toilet.
Oh,
2 full bathrooms.
Okay, got it. Let me see. I appreciate that.
4 full-size bedrooms in there.
Okay, 4 bedrooms. Perfect. Let me look here.
2-car garage.
Okay.
Fenced in.
Okay. And then is this your primary residence, or is this a rental property?
No, this is my house.
Okay, so you're currently living there then. Okay, perfect.
No, ain't nobody. No, it's vacant. It's my house because I just bought another house, but I'm not. I just moved last month.
Oh, I see. Nice. So you just bought another property to move to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, to move my family. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Would you buy something bigger, or what?
Yep. Yeah, a whole lot bigger.
There you go. That's awesome. Okay. Got it. And I only ask that because a lot of times what happens is if it's like a rental property, we just want to make sure if there's a tenant in place or something like that. So.
Ain't nobody been in there but my family.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I appreciate that. Now, I didn't see if there was anyone else on the notes that's going to have an input when it comes to selling the.
It's just me. It's just me. It's
Okay.
a VA loan.
It is a VA loan.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, and I like to ask that because I know, when it comes to questions, answers, how our process works, I just want to be able to answer everyone that's going to be involved. But in this case, it sounds like it'll just be you. Perfect.
The other guy just asked me the same thing you asked me.
Well, I had it on here. It said NA, but I always like to ask because sometimes sellers will say, well, I got to talk to my attorney. I got to talk to my real estate agent. And I want to make sure that if there's other parties involved, I want to be able to answer all their questions. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then it looks like you're looking to sell this ASAP. So what does that mean, ASAP?
I mean, I'm willing to sell, but I don't want to have 2 mortgages.
Makes sense. And what have you tried?
I just paid both mortgages this month.
Okay. That makes sense. It's nobody wants to be doing 2 payments. And what have you tried to do about selling it? Have you had any of the offers on this besides talking to us, filling out our website?
I had a lot of offers, but they trying to get me to give them the house.
Okay. What was your highest offer that you got?
It wasn't enough for me to tell you. That's how bad it was. That's all.
No, I get it. And I know these questions sound a little bit, they might be a little repetitive, but
No. Like I said, I've been through this. I got
a
house in New York.
Good.
I got a brownstone worth $750,000.
Okay, got it. And
like I said, I know the questions because I have friends that go and buy houses.
Oh, there you go.
In Florida.
There you go.
And my cousins is real estate, and they just a lot of them graduate from real estate, and a lot of them been doing it. And I have friends, so the questions don't bother me. It's just that when people try to talk to you like you don't know no better, or try to mess with your intelligence.
Yeah.
You're a man, and I'm a man. I'm gonna talk to you like a man. I don't care if I'm older than you or not. You're still a man at the end of the day. I don't care if you're 14, 15, 16. It's all about respect.
I love it, man. I respect that. And this is, and again, just my second point on the questions is because I don't want to be one of those people that make the lowball offer, because we don't buy every property from everyone we talk to, right? That would be impossible. So I just want to, that's what I wanted to, clear up. And I know you said you've been getting a lot of lowball offers. So what were you hoping to get for the property? So that way I can just let my underwriting team know. And if we can meet it, we can.
Like I said, it comes to an agreement between both of us.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I could throw it out there, but like I said, you trying to make money like I'm trying to make money.
Of course.
But I'm not gonna just go, okay, man, here you go. Give me $280,000 for my house when I paid that for the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I owe $226, so it's like me signing the deal when it's okay, do what you want with it.
Yeah, got it. No, that makes sense.
At the end of the day, everybody got to be happy, but you cannot chase the money because you ain't gonna catch the money. But I don't want to give my house away. At least when I sell my house, I have something to go pay other bills with.
Of course.
$5,000 or $6,000, that's nothing.
Yeah, no, of course. Especially, how long have you owned this one, or how long did you live there? 3 years.
But the neighborhood going for $370 and better.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's what you want to get for it.
I'm asking for I ain't saying that's what I'm asking for. I'm just saying that's how good the neighborhood is.
Got it. Okay.
Some of them houses is 400. Some of them trying to sell for 400,000 because of the neighborhood. Everything is convenient right there.
You ain't got to drive nowhere. All the stores and stuff across the street, you can walk there.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
The pool and the workout thing is around the corner. You can ride a bike there and walk there too. I was doing it every day. I go walk 3 miles and 3 miles back and go to the gym. In the pool right there, and Publix and Dollar General, the sushi bar, the pizza place. If you got kids, they got a dance studio right there. They got the nail salon right there, the liquor store, the Chinese restaurant, everything right next to each other.
Boom.
You ain't wasting no gas.
You got convenience. I got it. So, you know, I don't want to, and again, I respect all that, Wesley. I appreciate all the info because I know where you're coming from.
Go ahead and get it out, man.
What's that?
Okay.
Well, no, because I don't want to go back and forth, you know, as far as like, because I know you got to price them. I know you don't want 370, and I know that you don't want to be under, you know, something lower. So, I mean, what is it that you feel comfortable selling this?
That's why I said, if it sounds right, I agree. If it don't sound right, I'm not going to agree. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, you see what the house looks like. You tell me what you think it's worth.
Well, I mean, I think it's worth I think it's worth 370, but that's if you list it on the market. You know what I mean? Once you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying I'm not going to put it on the offer for 370 because I'm not going to get 370. I said people in the neighborhood is gold for 370. They're not selling there for 370 because of the economy and the interest rate.
Yeah.
So you gotta sell it at a reasonable price where everybody come out.
Makes sense. Yeah. And
so if my house is worth 360, right? What's wrong with getting 320 for mine?
Yeah. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I just don't know if you're gonna get it for me.
No, I'm just saying, you gotta look at it. I'm just saying, if you put $10,000 in it, okay, you got 330 in the house, you could sell for 370, 380 because you're gonna get that.
Of course. And have you gotten any offers? What's that?
Huh?
Have you gotten any offers on it?
Why you gonna get that? Well, like I said, I got a lot of people can't look at it, but they, you know, you got people, I call them floaters. They just going around just to look.
Yeah, because
they were interested in, you would know.
Yeah.
Interested in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
like I tell people, it don't matter where you go, you're not gonna find a decent pool and two for no under 350.
Yeah.
If you were looking for a house and you see a house for 350 and everybody else is 370, 380 and it's the same house, you know what I'm saying? Minor, brand new car, whatever, because it don't matter what you get, you're gonna put your touches to the house, your car.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. That's expected.
Like I said, okay, like I said, so why would I sell somebody a house for 290 when I only owe 226? So I'm only making 61,000 on it.
Right, and it sounds like you want to make. It sounds like you want to make more than that, than the 61,000.
But I'm just saying, what does 61,000 want to do after you pay your bills? You don't have no money.
Yeah, got it.
Because don't forget, you got a family, you got kids, you got bills. You trying the reason people sell their house to make sure they pay all their other bills off.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't sold it though for being listed for 345. That's interesting. What's the feedback that you're getting?
No, but the feedback is a lot of people just around looking because they still building around there. But the housing they building is going for 360, 370.
Well, yeah, because they're new builds.
And they new builds. And some of them is more than that. Some of them 380, 390.
Yeah.
But they got 4s and 2s. They like 3 and 3, 3 and 2s. They one level.
Yeah, got it.
Some on 2 levels, some on 1 level. But see, people is not really buying them either because a lot of people just looking now because the holiday just passed and school. So people look in June and July and begin in August because school go back in August in Florida. But up north, people is moving down to Florida in the summertime because they don't want to do the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
So that's why. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, now say if I say, okay, give me 300 for it, right? Let's say. So I'm making 300. I'm making 74,000 on it. Right?
Yeah.
Now if you buy for 300. So say you buy 300 and say you put 8,000 in there, you got for 308. Now if you rent, even if you rent it out at 23, the rent around there is 23, 24. off top. I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah.
I know people had 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Over there was paying 22 for a 3 and 2.
Yeah. I'm seeing the average rents are about 2,300, 2,250, 2,300.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I lived there, and I know people living in them houses, and they moved them because that was too much for a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. Let me ask.
Again, it's people buying houses. The people over there, investors buying houses and ripping people off. People moving.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
You know what? I'm gonna even make it better. I would honestly, I would take 310 for the house.
Yes, you should.
And that's giving it away, though. But that's giving it away. Because ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't like it got holes in the wall. It ain't like a fix them up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's probably where we're probably gonna be too far apart. And the only reason I say that is because obviously we're looking for properties that we could fix up, right? Properties that we can,
You're gonna fix up any house, but okay, say you go fix them up. You can go on the north side of Jacksonville and you can fix them up all day. But you gonna put 80,000-90,000 in there just to get somebody to rent it.
This guy's trying to convince me to buy it, bro.
Spend money on a place. I retired military now. I know every part of Florida. Around there, Jacksonville, Orange Park, Middleburg. I've been out there since '87. I'm in you can buy a house with 50,000. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What? Yeah. Do you? Let me ask you this. What if I was to able to give you more? And you let us continue making the payments, would you be open to something like that? If I gave you more than the 300,000? Okay. What if I go to my underwriting? Yeah. No, you're good. If I was to go to my underwriting team and we give you more, more than the 300,000, would you give us time to continue making the payments and then eventually at?
But if you do that, I got to sign a title over the deed.
Yeah. So we would own the house. We would continue making the payments.
I'm giving you the help for free.
Well, not necessarily because we're giving you. Let's go ahead.
I understand that you're gonna give me more in the long run, but I have to turn around and sign you the title to the house. But if I sign you the title to the house, okay, so up front, how much you gonna give me?
Well, that's the part that can be negotiated, right? So that's where we can work something out, so that way you're not feeling like you're giving the house for free, and then the timeline.
Yeah, but I still gotta pay the mortgage.
Well, we would make the payments on the mortgage.
Okay, what about the HOA?
Well, that's part of. We would have to find out what is the total right now monthly that's going out.
No, it's yearly. It's 120 a year.
Okay.
No monthly plan.
Oh, got it. And then, but as far as your payment, what's the total? Just ballpark.
What, every month?
Yeah.
$1,600.
Okay. So that includes the taxes and insurance. Everything. Okay.
Everything.
Got it.
So if I do that with you, I have to take the insurance off the house because I'm paying that out of my pocket. I mean, it's included with the mortgage. Correct.
So we would actually, nothing would change as far as the mortgage payment, right? Now, what would change is we would then become the owner of the property through the deed being transferred, and then we would get our own insurance. But as far as the payment goes, we would continue making that, and you would say, "Hey, Max, you know what? I'd let you do that, but I need you to cash me out in X amount of time." So that's really the part here that we don't have yet, based on, what are you willing, what do you feel comfortable giving us for you to delay the timeline to get access to your equity, right? We can give you something up front as an immediate cash, but the big thing here is how much time would you feel comfortable giving us, knowing, that we continue making this payment.
Give you for what? Give you for what?
To continue making the equal monthly payments.
Okay, well, I already paid. Well, what I'm saying, if we do that now, then okay, so you just give me what I paid for June and July, because I'm paying 16. So you saying I'm still paying the monthly payment, so I still got to pay 16. So all I'm getting money up front, and you get the house.
Wait, I'm sorry.
So how are you paying the monthly payment if I'm paying the monthly payment? That's what you just said.
No. So you're paid up. You just paid, right? This month, you said earlier, right? You paid up to this month.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pretend that again we're here just talk. We're just let's say that we decide to do it, move forward, whatever the case may be, and we get this closed up by July 31st, right? You follow me? You tracking? So on August 1st, you're not going to be making that payment. I am. You don't have to worry about maintenance. Okay. You don't have to worry about termites, toilets, or tenants.
So you gonna pay the 1607? You gonna pay the monthly payment? So you gonna pay the payment, and you just give me money up front, and then you got the house.
Correct. In a nutshell, yes.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That don't even make no sense to me. You know why it don't make no sense? Because you give me money up front, but now you got the house and everything.
Yeah, but you still okay. But let's pretend I offered you 320, and in 5 years, you get access to all your equity.
Okay, 320, but I'm not getting 320 up front. I'm getting longevity.
Well, I mean, you're delaying the access to the full equity, but you're gonna get a down payment. You're not gonna have to make any more payments and all that. You know, it's like a silent bank account, pretty much.
Yeah, but it don't make no sense because you give me money up front, and you got a house and everything. You got a house and everything. So I get one, okay, say you give me one lump sum, or just say, I don't know what you're going to give me. So that even if, like I said, if I sell it to you for 320, and you're going to give me up front, what, 100,000?
I don't know. I have to check with the underwriting team. Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. So you give me 100,000, but now you got the house, the mortgage is your house. So that 100,000, I don't get nothing to rest until and I don't know when, but you got a house and you can do what you want with it. Get what I'm saying?
No, I know. That's what I've been pitching you. Because
you know why I'm gonna do that? Because I'd rather sell it myself and get all my money, and I ain't got to worry about that. Because just like I told you earlier, that's like me giving my house away.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm giving you my house for $100,000. You put a nice, decent 2-bedroom for $100,000.
Yeah.
When you're gonna make way more than that, when it could go for $360, $370 if you put a little touches to it.
Yeah, well, at this point, I mean, I think it's. I can tell you, the one lump sum's not going to work. I'm not going to be your buyer for it. Good luck on selling it on the market. I think your best route, and he hung up on me. Sift. Crazy guy.
Yeah.
He said 100,000. I think he's frustrated with the market, bro. He's gonna get more beat up. He's way too high, bro.
Yeah, he already did a price cut. It's been listed for 32 days.
Yeah, he's literally. Yeah,
he just went from 345 to 310. He told you, I'll take.
You might as well drop it on the market, bro. You might as well drop it for 310 if you want to walk away with 300.
Yeah, and that's not including any fees that he's gonna have to pay. So,
looking at Daniel's, Alexa's notes. This just came in, guys. Asked if someone could call her today in like 10 minutes. A somebody has another option. But wants to check this out first. Didn't we talk to this person already? Let me pull it up.
Interpret. No, the name doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, the guy was funny, man. Trying to convince me to.
Yeah.
Like trying to sell me, bro.
Yeah.
Hello? Who? Some people like, yeah, Lily put pressure. So,
How's our team members, guy? Relax. So I'm confused. So which one is it? Because this says appointment July 6th, but then up top it says, what is it, bro?
That's saying that if we cannot call it right now, that would be the appointment date. But she would rather have a call right now. And then
Okay.
I'm communicating with the team too, and just to see if she revealed what the other offers were, just so that you have more context and then being able to take it from there.
So her name is Desiree, not Inderpreet.
No, Desiree is the
yeah, that's the client. No, so it is in the Kaur. That is.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Let me call right now. All right, brother. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Inderpreet?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Inderpreet. My name is Max. I am calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about your property over on Riverview Trail.
Yes.
Probably caught you at a bad time.
No.
Okay, got it.
No. I was like, oh, got it here. Okay.
No, you're okay. You spoke to them and they scheduled a call back with me, and they left me some notes. Obviously, you filled out the information on our website, and I just wanted to follow through on some of the things that we got from you to see if we can qualify the property for an offer. Is that okay?
Sure.
I appreciate that. Let me take a look here. Let me pull up all the info, okay? Bear with me here.
Yes.
Okay, let's look here. All right. And what is I'm trying to look here. What is the bedroom and bath count for the property? Inderpreet?
It's 1 and 1. Both 1.
Okay, 1 and 1. Okay. Let me verify the address too, because I put it in my system, but I'm not putting anything up. Let me go ahead and pull this new address up, and then we can continue the conversation. Okay, bear with me.
Sure.
And that was unit 194?
Unit 914.
914, okay. Okay, got it. So I pulled it up here. And it looks like it's currently listed on the on Zillow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what has the feedback been that it's listed on the market?
What's the defect, did you say?
No, what has the feedback been from potential buyers since you have it listed on the market?
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody's so excited by it. I mean, yeah, I've been 100 phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking for someone like can get me. To be honest with you, I recently just now, like 5 minutes ago, I got an even offer.
Okay. And what's stopping you from going with that offer? That's great, by the way, but what's stopping you from going with that offer?
I will go for it. I mean, no problem, but I just want to see first what you have to offer, if you can match it or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't said, like, yeah, I haven't committed yet. I have an offer, but I haven't committed yet.
I'm assuming you're looking to get a little bit more higher than what that offer came in at?
Could you repeat?
I said, I'm assuming you're looking to get a little bit higher than what that offer came in at?
Yeah, why not?
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't, like I said, I am looking right now, so
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely, but definitely the offer is in the ballpark.
Okay.
I will say yes to it if you don't have an offer that is stopping.
Okay. And what would that be for you to feel comfortable to put everything in writing? What would that offer be?
It will be 340.
Okay.
It will be 340.
$340,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
$40,000.
Got it. Let me look. And I'm assuming since you have another offer, you wouldn't look at. It sounds like you're open to looking at other offers from what I'm hearing.
What do you mean by saying that?
So because you have it listed for 340, and that's where you would feel comfortable. If someone made you an offer at 340, you would put it in writing to sell it. But it sounds to me like you're still open to hearing other offers.
Well, because there is like some conditions with the, you know how it's like the seller commission and the buyer commission, and how they said like bargain on these aspects.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I have something like that is 340, but it's something like with a little of Republican math.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Let me guess. That other offer came in like at what, 270, 260?
So could you repeat?
I said, let me guess. That other offer that you got came in at 260, 270?
No. It's actually 350.
250?
315.
Oh, 315. Got it.
Yeah.
That is a really solid offer. I don't know if I'm going to be even close to that. Yeah. So if you have an offer at 315, that's really, really good. It is. Yeah. Let me ask you something. There is a way, because I don't think I'm going to be the buyer for a all cash offer. You know what I mean? Higher than that. But there is a way where I could offer you more. Would you be open to having that conversation?
You could offer. Did you say you're gonna offer me more?
So there is a way, because I'm not, but it's not going to be an all cash offer. It's something that we've done with other sellers that where we're too far apart for the one cash offer. So I love to, if you're open to have that conversation, I can tell you how we're able to offer more. If you're open to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
Got it.
Because I'm new in this, to be honest with you, there's just some like, I'm not a pro or anything. I don't do it as a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely I'm open for anything.
No,
Okay?
makes sense.
You
Yeah.
do it.
No, that makes sense. And this is a great property. I mean, what?
Buyer,
Go ahead.
because even this other buyer,
Mm-hmm.
even this other buyer, is sent me with the little Republican math. She really sold me at 315 itself because in it again I said there's some Republican math in it, and I didn't see that aspect of manipulation in the price.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's why I would like to hear you. Go ahead.
Sure. So something we've, like I said, something we've done in the past when we try to offer sellers more, because the one thing that we can do is, and I still would have to get it approved, right, with my team. So if we already offer you somewhere between, let's say, what you have it listed for, let's say 330 potentially, right? I still have to get that approved. Would you be open, and this is the question that they're going to ask me, to give us time to make you equal monthly payments?
Equal monthly payment?
Yeah. So let's say, and this is how it works. I go to my underwriting team and I say, hey guys, I have this property where we offer 330. They're going to want to know is how much time would in their give me to make her payments. So how much time would you feel comfortable giving us to make you payments every month to pay that off?
Oh yeah, that way actually I think you can pay me, but it depends. If your offer is anywhere close to what I'm getting, right?
To what
how much are you willing to pay? Then I can look into the installment payment scheme.
Yeah. No, for sure. So here's the one thing, in order for me to answer that question, because I want to make sure that I give you an accurate number. The only thing we're missing here right now is the time that you would feel comfortable giving us, because let's say that you say, well, Max, I would only give you 3 months. Then I'm like, well, that's not going to work. Right. So I need to go back to my team, my underwriting team, and let them know, hey, Interpre feels comfortable giving us this much time. How much can we pay for the property? And then I can put something for you in writing to tell you exactly. So how much time do you feel comfortable giving us, knowing that we can pay even?
That is only possible if it's certain that you're going to buy. There is no, commitment from your end. Like, for sure, like, if you are going to buy my property. Because I have an offer in hand, which is not bad at all.
No, it's not bad. I said that. I said that, remember?
That's what I'm saying. I did it, yes. And that's what I'm saying. To beat it, you would have to up your numbers to something which will make me let go of that.
Yeah. Okay. And that's why I said before. Correct. And that's why I said.
Going backwards, it's kind of like, no.
Yeah, no, and that's why I said that. I said that very clearly, right? I said 315,000 purchase. That's a really good offer, and I said in order for me to beat it, and give you more, the only way that I can do that is if you give us time, right? And I said that very clear in the before we got into this conversation. So I mean, you know, again, if you're wanting to just go ahead.
Yes, in between, it's 315 I have in hand. So if you can offer me something better, and that too, like now, because I have to commit. I will just sign the document because I think it's a pretty good offer.
I think so too. I think so too. If you're gonna get, you know, if you're going to be done with it, because what I can tell you is the typical timeline that my underwriting team typically likes to get from sellers is 60 months. So the way this would work is I would come back to you and say, hey, you know what, Inderpreet, my underwriting team says they can offer 335, and then they're going to make you payments for 60 months, and then they're going to refinance or sell the property in 60 months. That's kind of the way that I can give you more. But like I said, what's that?
What did you just say? I didn't understand. What did you say?
Which part?
Sorry?
Which part?
When you, so you're saying, so in 6 months, you can, I'm gonna have to wait, and then
60 months. 60 months, not 6 months. Sorry, 60 months.
60 months, I
Yeah.
have to wait, and then you're gonna, then what is the deal? I didn't understand. Then what is the thing?
Okay, got it. So after that happens is you will get access to all your money by us refinancing or selling the property.
Refinancing or selling the property.
Mm-hmm. But before that, before that, we would be making you monthly payments every month. But you get a lot more. You'll get 330 to 340, maybe I don't know, maybe even more. It just depends on the time that you would give us, right? But if you want to be done with it completely, I think that 315 is really it's a good offer.
All right then. I don't want to waste more of your time on mine too. If that it is, then I thank you for your advice. I got 3 advice from you.
Yeah, of course. And this is what I do, right? Like I know if you say you have that offer in place, like that's a really good offer. I mean, I don't know if I can, you know, I'm not going to be able to beat that for now. Is it a cash offer or do they have to qualify as a finance? Do you know?
I mean, it's a tricky one. Like I said, it's sort of like, yeah, it's like, what do you say, like they are also, what do you call, they are also like a middleman, but really not a middleman, because they don't charge the broker fee and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
So in that way, they pay the money of the brokerage, like 20,000.
Got it. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
20,000, they can pay because they kind of like, because I'm in Zillow, they caught me on Zillow, and I'm not on the MLS. So we don't have the broker charges anymore, right?
Yeah.
So that 20,000, it can in our pocket. So that Republican mass kind of situation is there.
Yeah. No, what makes sense. I mean, like I said, I would highly recommend. I know it's not a cash offer, the 315, but it is definitely a good offer. I think to be able to be done with it completely if you don't want to wait for your money, right?
Yeah. Great.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Of course, Inderpreet. Thank you.
Yeah.
If anything, if you decide to maybe be open to giving us some time, let us know. Okay.
Yeah. If anything, if there are any hiccups in the way, I'm gonna definitely, be in touch
Okay.
with you.
That works. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Okay. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Bye.
send me an email.
Yep.
Have your contact information.
That works. I can definitely do that. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. All these people, man, that are on the MLS. Oh.
She's like, I got a $350,000 offer. Like, you should run.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid offer for
Well,
what
I mean, it's not a cash offer, right? It's conventional, but
yeah.
I mean, it beats the alternative if she doesn't want to what is it called? Do anything. So
Right.
So basically it's not guaranteed either, right? So that's kind of what I was trying to get her to understand. Like, that's why I asked her if it's a cash offer. She's like, no, they want me to wait 3 months. Like, 3 months? Yeah. So good stuff today, man. We had some really great calls. I think we had some really great conversations. I think there's some great follow-ups here. So a lot of these are TBD, to be determined, right? But overall, I think we generated some great hot leads. It was a great session today, bro. I believe it was a great session. So looking forward to what comes out of these. I was hoping to get one locked up here live, but it doesn't always happen. Remember, the riches are in the follow-up, so don't forget that. If you can't get the deal on that same call, always have a second outcome, right? And the second outcome is always going to come through while you're having that conversation, right? Kind of like with what was her name, the one that we're probably potentially going to be doing that novation on. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the kind of things that you have to be aware of, and you have to understand that you always need to know your first outcome. Work towards your first outcome, which is getting an agreement, right? It's always the first outcome, but always leave the door open for a second outcome, right? Whatever that is. You won't know it until you have that conversation, but you always got to have it in the back of your mind, right? Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Because like going back, her name was Karen. Like going back to Karen's situation, her true motivation was just she didn't have no help. She opened up more.
Right.
Started asking more questions and really, figuring out what the problem was. So yeah, definitely.
That's a really great call to study too, because like you notice how I positioned the solution for her, right? It wasn't done directly. It was done through a third party story. It was done through like, hey, here's what we did for Daniel, right? I have done that a lot in the past where we give people post possessions. That's not something that we have like we haven't done. Like I was lying to her. That's easily be doable. You do a post possession with the holdback, right?
Right.
You hold back percentage of their proceeds. You let them stay, a month. I mean, that's nothing new that we haven't done. So, but presenting the solution to her and put in a third party story, it's like puts them in the state of mind or the mind frame of like, hey, I do want that because I'm tired, right?
Yeah.
So, Rose said, great job, great patience. Yeah, that took a lot of patience. Awesome. Well, I hope everyone that's watching, make sure you like the video. Make sure that you share the video as well, too. Appreciate everyone for being on and for hanging out with us, making calls. And let us know, tag us, let us know. And, by the way, if you have not joined the community, the link for the community is in the description below. Join the Closers Lab Discord community. There's always a lot going on in there. I want to make sure you guys know that there is a community for you available. If you're not part of a community, the link is in the description for you to join that. And I'm hoping to see, those new people that were on here today, Reese, a couple other ones, to join us in that community. And let you know that there is help outside of that. But anyways, I appreciate everyone for joining us. We'll see you guys later. Go out there and crush it. And let's go. Later.